Water Valley Blue Devil football kicks off now. Today's game is brought to you by Turnage Drug Store, Farm Bureau Insurance, Tri-Lake Eye Clinic, Midtown Auto Parts, Mechanics Bank, Water Valley and Oxford, Valley Tool Incorporated, State Farm Insurance, C.W. White Incorporated, Black & Associates PA, Luke's Body Shop, Renaissance Bank of Water Valley, Horan & Horan PLLC, Remax Legacy Realty, Sherry Fisher, Yellowbush General Hospital and Nursing Home, First Choice Insurance with 3 locations, Kroll Martin PLLC, and Dunn's Country Store.
Good evening, Water Valley Blue Devil fans, and welcome to the last regular season game of the 2020 COVID season. The Blue Devils have traveled up to Senatobia High School up in Senatobia, Mississippi. We're sitting right next door to a satellite prison, and if you fall off the bat, you will be in jail. So tonight, Water Valley is coming to this game with a record of 4-3 overall, 3-1 in the division. Senatobia is 5-2, 3-1, just like us in the division. So the division records are the same, Nat, but I mean, last week, Blue Devils took a licking, man. That game was rough. The game ended 42-21 at half because of weather, and I'm not so sure they were just excited to get off the field. You know, they were probably happy to get out of that one.
Yeah, it kind of turned a little bit. It wasn't going our way. But, you know, I was talking to Coach Embry after the game, and he felt like offensively they had North Panola pegged what they were going to do defensively. And if you look back, we never punted the whole game.
Right.
So we had a couple turnovers that really hurt us, and they capitalized on it. So It's a game where Coach Embry felt like we could move the football, but you have 2 turnovers and you get a lopsided score at halftime. When all is said and done, you know, a 42-21 game and you get out injury-free, it's probably the best for both teams.
Yeah, especially with that field.
Yeah.
The field after the half would have been horrible.
Yeah, but it was not playable.
You're right. We were sitting there talking about it. You know, we did move the ball on offense. The problem was we kept giving them the ball in great field position and gave them momentum at the wrong times, you know, and we just had, if, you know, had been a nice track, come out in the second half and found a way to stop them a little bit, I think we could have at least maybe gotten it close. And if not, you know, who knows. But tonight, Senatobia is the opponent, and it's not going to be a whole lot easier. They're a tough team. Yeah,
you look at Senatobia's record. They've played North Panola tooth and nail. They've beaten Independence pretty good, beaten Bahia pretty good. So I think they're a very quality club. And it all boils down tonight to whoever wins this ball game is the number 2 seed. Whoever loses is a 3 seed and will travel to Choctaw County next week. We already know that, so you know going in that you would like to have a home game, obviously, in the playoffs. That's home field advantage means a lot in football, so you'd like to come in here, sneak a win out, go home and play a playoff game next weekend at home, but it's going to be an uphill battle. Senatobia's a very, very good ball club. A lot of seniors on this team, so it's going to be a battle tonight for the Blue Devils.
Well, we're going to take a break here in a minute, but when we get back, Bob's got a lot of info. He's got to do the history of between the 2 schools, and also we're going to talk about reclassifications and what next year is going to look like. So we'll take a break now, and when we come back, we'll hit all that stuff. You're watching Blue Devil Football.
The Grenada Law Firm of Horan & Horan specializes in criminal and civil law. Attorneys Kevin Horan, Jimmy Powell, and Brad Dagnott are ready and prepared to fight for your rights. They will explain today's complex legal procedures and provide individual attention. When you need experience and dedication, let them go to work for you. Contact them at 226-2185 or stop by 1500 Gateway in Grenada. A family practice since 1926.
There's a special quality of life we enjoy here in our area. A way of life you don't find just anywhere. And at Mechanics Bank, we're working together with you to keep a good thing growing. It's that hometown feel, that commitment to make sure you get not just words and empty promises, but genuine, helpful financial service from local people who share your values and have a heart for your community. Standing strong, standing the test of time. Mechanics Bank.
When did insurance companies start emailing handshakes? Why is a billboard the only place you see your agent's face? Who decided you can't have good rates and good coverage? If you're questioning your insurance options, get real answers from a real person with a Farm Bureau Insurance Get Real review. It's simple, quick, and tailored just for you. Get real auto, home, and life insurance. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
See agents Chuck Upchurch, Don Gray, and Bradley Brown.
It's time now for Bob to give us a rundown of the history between the two schools. Bob, how does it look?
It is a long one, unfortunately. Very unfortunately, it's a very lopsided one. Not in our favor.
Yeah,
this
two
is
pages.
the 65th meeting between the two teams, longest series in Blue Devil history since 1942. Both teams were members, longtime members of the Chickasaw and Tri-Lake Conference before the playoff began. They were also members of the 3A district for a number of years. They played every year from 1946 to 2000 with the exception of 1950. Now, the Devils have done something that Senatobia has never done. They have beaten Senatobia twice in one season. In 1990, they won in regular season 37-7, and then in the postseason here at Northwest, 30-3. That was, of course, the championship year for the Devils. Overall series, so here's the bad news. Senatobia leads 45-20-0. Water Valley won the first meeting, though, 7-6 in 1946. Actually won several meetings in a row. They had the lead at one time, believe it or not. Last meeting was a heartbreaker last year. We both remember this was a 17-10 loss in OT that gave them the title, and we were in second place. So we had to lead just with what, minute and a half left to go. You know, games played here in Senatobia, they lead also in a big way, 24-7. And on this date in history, in Blue Devil history, that is Water Valley's record. It's a good one. October 30th, 8-3-0.
Well, we got a helicopter, man. It looks like it's going to land on the field, Bob, and I don't like that.
I think they're delivering the game ball.
Are they delivering the game ball? Is it Trump? So it's going to get a little bit loud right now. We got just a hospital helicopter coming down. And that's pretty sweet. If the field had a wet spot, it's dry now.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Never seen that in all my years of high school football. Have you?
Woo! Not in high school. They're almost with my.
Now, I do remember at North Panola a couple years ago, the Arkansas coaches came in and flew in a helicopter.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't land on the field, though, right?
No, that's right. He landed behind the field. That's right.
Yeah.
It's the first time I've seen him land on the 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I saw that Jefferson was actually playing a little bit. He's gotten in some this year at Arkansas at quarterback.
Looks like it blew over the Water Valley tent over here on the sideline. They've got a tent protecting their TV equipment, and
Good thing
I see
it's not
Cole
raining.
Camp over there getting the tent back adjusted. So,
well,
good thing it wasn't last weekend.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, he'd be stranded. We just have to play the game around the helicopter.
Yeah. He wouldn't have landed on the field after halftime. I can tell you that.
No.
Unless he had those, the pontoons on it.
And I have seen them do this before. You mentioned earlier about a dry spot on the field. They've done this on baseball fields to dry the fields out. They come in and hover over the dirt and get all that wind circulating. So I have seen this done before to dry up a baseball field.
Oh, wow.
This is awesome. Remember we saw him fly out of the church that one year. Remember the helicopter was parked in the CAC parking lot, and it took off, and all the kids were like, woo. But, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, as cool as it is out here, we didn't really need that extra wind, but hey.
Yeah, the crowd mic sounded a lot like it did over at Roosevelt a number of years ago when we played over there, like the last game. It was the last game of the season like this one, except it was just a little bit over in November. And it was rather brisk, I should say.
Remember that.
All right, we're talking about the
next year.
Next year, yeah.
Reclassification. So Water Valley is going to get bumped into pretty much the northeast zone kind of 3A teams, and that looks like this: Boonville High School, Kossuth, Manatee, and Water Valley. So there's only 5 teams, Bob. We were talking about that.
Yeah.
And we were talking about, well, we'll have to go a long way when we travel, but we'll only have to go twice, maybe.
Yeah, twice per year on average.
Right.
So for the next 2 years. So it's not really as bad as it looks. We do have one less team in our division, region, as you mentioned. So we'll have 6 non-divisional games or non-region games next year. That is, if we play a full 11 games. So should be 6. I say 6 actually. Yeah, that is, no, 7. Should be 7 because I have 4 games. So I correct my math there. It should be 7 out of reaching games.
Right.
Well, I tell you, who's probably happy about it is Coach Embry being the athletic director. All of these teams travel very well in this new division we're going into. So you got to think when you have a home football game, the gate's going to be obviously if we don't have another COVID year, the gate should be very good for our budget.
Well, it's kind of bad sitting there every Friday night and you look across the way and there's like, what, 20 people?
Yeah.
And it's just like, come on.
Right.
Now, I know it's a COVID year, but really.
We were, of course, in 2, and it's changed around quite a bit, but when, a number of years ago when we were there with Nettleton and Mantachie and Moorville, they all brought good crowds. As a matter of fact, Mantachie now has just moved back up from 2A.
I saw that.
As we know, that's a smaller school, but yet they travel better than most opponents we have in this region currently. Well, and that's always been an issue with Water Valley, especially as more and more teams we had from the Delta, they just didn't travel well. And when Coach Curry was coaching, he had to schedule tougher teams, bigger teams to bring better crowds to make up the difference.
And we're playing Lafayette.
Lafayette, Oxford, and
Oxford. That's right.
Yeah. When you played Grenada, you know.
And you look at Senatobia, they're a school. If you look at their numbers that just came out, they're a 4A school and playing 3A right now because their numbers put them up in 4A. So they're moving up. Seems like Choctaw County is actually going down to 2A.
2A.
Wow.
Hard to believe. Yeah.
There's a lot of movement in 3A this year. Houston went up to 4A. So some of the teams we've battled in the playoffs the last few years have gone up or down based on their new realignment and numbers.
And that's a good point, too, because you think most of the schools we played in the playoffs are bigger 3A schools.
That's right.
And we're not, like, even in the middle. We're kind of like the lower 25 as far as numbers.
Actually, we're real close to where we were 2 years ago.
Yeah, well, and I asked Coach Embry about that. We were 7 students this year away from being 2A, but he said we had a really small senior class this year.
Yeah.
Once they graduate, we've got 100 8th graders coming in, so it'll put us back in the middle of 3A.
Right.
Yeah,
That's right.
And what's happened here, guys, looking back doing research on this over the past, 10 to 20 years, I think the last 20 years, in the 2000s, what has happened, Water Valley really hasn't shrunk that much student-wise. Yeah, we are a little bit smaller. We're smaller than we were in 1990. But the big factor is there's been 20 schools smaller than Water Valley that has consolidated.
That's right.
So you've taken 20 schools off. Just for instance, the most recent was Montgomery County and Winona.
Yep.
And that's 2 schools that are smaller than Water Valley. Now they're bigger than Water Valley, so there's 2 right off the bat.
Yeah.
So that's what has happened, and it probably will continue to happen, unfortunately, as time progresses.
All right. Well, I hope y'all got all that. We'll take a break right now, take a sip of Dr. Pepper or whatever, and then be back for kickoff right after this. You're watching Blue Devil Football.
C.W. White Incorporated Petroleum Products in Water Valley supports Blue Devil football and academics, selling quality petroleum products at reasonable prices for over 60 years. C.W. White offers local express ethanol and non-ethanol gasolines. Open 24/7 on Wise Street in Water Valley. Also additional locations of local express and Sunoco fuels in Charleston, Batesville, Sardis, and Senatobia. Wishing the best for the Blue Devils this season.
At Yalobusha General Hospital, we're not stuck in the past. We strive for excellence in everything from our highly trained staff to our top-notch patient care, as well as our one-of-a-kind physical therapy department. And with our recently updated facilities, you'll not only get the best in patient care, but the latest technology for the most accurate diagnosis and treatments. We're not afraid of the future. We're making it happen at Yalobusha General Hospital.
A better quality of care awaits you here at Yalobusha General Hospital.
Valley Tool Incorporated of Water Valley, serving Yalobusha County for 2 decades, are proud supporters of Water Valley High School athletics. Valley Tool makers of fixtures, gauges, jigs, specialized tooling, precision grinding, production machining, and injected mold repair. Valley Tool with locations in the Industrial Park off of Highway 32 West and Railroad Street in Water Valley. Locally owned and operated by Casey Washington since 1997.
Okay, Mike?
Yeah, got a pretty big fender bender here.
Don't worry, State Farm's got you covered.
That's great to hear. Robin, what's going on?
We're gonna get you a tow truck, Mike.
Thank you. Real fender bender going on. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Everybody remain calm. No reason to panic.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right.
In Water Valley, see your good neighbor agent, Andy Epps, for your insurance and financial needs.
State Farm.
All right, we're back, and the Blue Devils are teeing it up to kick to Senatobia first. So Senatobia will get the ball, and John Surratt will do the kicking. I saw Nat in pregame. He was kind of limping around a little bit, and I asked him, "Hey man, what's wrong?" My hip flexor's hurting, so I'm wondering we might do a lot of pooch kicks tonight. So John gets a foot into it and does pooch it up right around the 30-yard line. But they had a guy right there, and he just said, "You take it."
Yeah, he kind of let it drop. Said that's one of those you see in the outfield. Yours, no, mine. Who's got it? And the ball dropped, and Senatobia receiver just jumped on it, and they'll take over right there at the 30-yard line.
Couldn't have worked out better. So last week the Devil defense had a rough time. I mean, North Panola just moved it at will, it seemed like. We had a couple of lineup issues. We lined up. We didn't even cover one of the receivers on the two-point conversion. So hopefully they got everything worked out and are ready for this game tonight. Quick pass out to the
he's going to be gone.
Yeah, he's gone. Touchdown, first play. Wow. All right, sorry about that. We had technical difficulties there for a second. Senatobia did score, and the extra point is kicked and good. So first play of the game. I mean, it's with 12 seconds off the clock. Senatobia 7-0. We'll take a break and be back for the kickoff right after this. You're watching Blue Devil football.
Turnage Drug Store, the guardian of your health for over 110 years, is Water Valley's own locally owned pharmacy. Benny, Bobby, and the staff can help you with your prescriptions and over-the-counter meds. Turnages not only has medications you need, but gift items for your family. Stop in and set a spell and have something refreshing from the old-fashioned snack bar. Over 110 years of serving you and your family. Turnage Drug Store on Main Street in the heart of downtown Water Valley.
Complete Body Repair. They do headliner replacement, vinyl top replacement, air conditioner repair, lockout service, and most any other body repair your vehicle would need. Luke's Body Shop has 24-hour towing, free estimates for any job. Ask about their coast-to-coast carports, buildings, and garages. When you're in need of body repair, take your vehicle to Luke's Body Shop, South Main Street in Water Valley. Open weekdays 8 till 5.
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Main Street Coffeyville Insurance is now First Choice Insurance. We take pride in our customer service. Our goal is to build long-term relationships with our clients through our experienced agents and the ease of doing business. It is our belief that people should be treated equally with the respect and patience they deserve. Great customer service before, throughout, and after the process is our main concern. We strive to give you the best insurance experience. First Choice has insurance to meet your family's needs.
All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen, and Senatobia's ready to kick this thing off. And there is 11 minutes and 48 seconds left in the first quarter. And this ball is going to hit around the 20-yard line and roll down to Say Freeman. Say put nice move right there, and he gets upfield, gets it back up to the 30. Not a bad return right there.
Yeah, good return. I know we had a little technical difficulties, missed that play, but it looks like Senatobia out wide has some really good playmakers out wide. They just snapped the ball quick out to the receiver. He had Lyman in front of him. That was a well-designed play, and we were outnumbered out there. And 70 yards later, he's in the end zone. And 12 seconds later.
Yeah. So first play from scrimmage for Water Valley. CJ hands the ball off to that's number 8, Jaden Morgan. And he got wrestled down for about a loss of 3 yards. That did not work out. So evidently somebody missed a block there off the end.
Yeah, I tell you, looking across Senatobia, not too big on the they look like they're running a 3-4 3 down linemen, but that nose guard's a good-looking number 52, Jackson.
Huge.
Big kid in the middle that can kind of anytime you got somebody that can play that zero technique right over the center and manhandle the middle of the line of scrimmage, you've got a good chance.
All right, hand it off the near side. This time Jaden Morgan avoids the tackle, gets upfield, and he's trying to get a first down, and
he
does. Wow, nice job by Jaden Morgan right there. And he was almost tackled in the backfield, Nat. I mean, he made a good side step on the defensive end coming around, or I guess the linebacker, really.
Yeah.
They're in a 3-4.
He is somebody that's developed into probably Water Valley's go-to. I mean, you hate to say that as a freshman, but when it gets crunch time, he's getting the ball in his hands. He and Marion Morgan are both the ones that are kind of getting the ball a lot for the Blue Devils.
Uh-oh, we had 3 guys moving that time. Kobe Lafayette's out wide to the right. Marion was near side, and he went in motion, and it looked like the running back may have moved a little bit too.
Yeah, when you're playing a team that's probably at this point a little more talented, you don't want to give them any help. And once you get behind the chains like this is 2 first down plays. One was a running play, tackle on the backfield, now a penalty that you're starting at first and about 15.
Well, I think Coach Embry thinks he can run a little bit on this team. He's not man, we almost left a little early on that one too. So CJ just kept it himself and picked up about 7.
And
got it.
There's, to my point earlier, you gain 7 yards and you're 2nd and 2 instead of 2nd and 3.
Right.
And so that penalty just, negative plays, we got to avoid that.
Yeah, so that gives you pretty much a free 2nd down. You know what I mean? You can do anything you want on 2nd because you got 3rd and 3 if you fail. So this time we line up slot right, single back. And I think that's Hayden Eubanks near side. Marion is in the slot over there. And they're playing man-to-man coverage. CJ's going to keep it himself, try to make the corner, and we missed a block. Colby just did not. He couldn't contain his guy out there on the end. And they were in bump coverage over there on Colby.
Yeah, they strung it out. And like you said, when you go out wide like that, we've had trouble with maintaining the block without holding, so at least we didn't have that.
Right.
But you've got to maintain that block, keep those hands inside, and until that guy gets next to you, and then you can release.
I don't know. I've never played. It's been so long since I played receiver. I don't know how hard it is to hold a block for that long. No one's on Colby right now. Really, they just got the safety covering him, and that was pretty much where they were looking. But it looked like either Colby he cut it off inside and should have cut it off outside maybe.
Yeah, Colby's reaction made it either think the ball was thrown behind him or he ran the wrong route, and he and CJ didn't communicate well because it was open.
Right, and if it was to Marion, it was way ahead of him.
Yeah, no, that was definitely going to Colby. Marion was out too wide, so we just a little miscommunication there. Now Well,
that would have been the right route to break it off outside because that safety was playing inside leverage. So Colby's back to punt now. Good snap. He puts a boot into it, and it gets down the field, takes a weird bounce, and goes straight out of bounds at the 30, like 7:38 maybe. Oh, 36. We'll take that. So the defense back on the field for the Devils.
Yeah, let's see if we can make them at least drive the field a little bit.
Run more than one play.
Yeah, that's their receivers are extremely talented. I was looking them up and looking at some of their stats. They've thrown the ball well, had a lot of touchdowns from the receiver position. So it's going to be a battle for these young DBs from Water Valley.
Looks like you got Kirkendall playing way back at safety. Look at this. He's going to run up the middle, and he probably got 3 quick yards.
On the carry.
I'm sure the coaches will definitely take that. That's much better than. But when you can throw the ball like they can, man, you got to respect it. And so, in a minute, they'll run that same play and play action off of it. And you got to be disciplined, not let your eyes sneak into that backfield if you're a defensive back from Water Valley.
So you got Elijah White out here on DB. Say covering the slot receiver. Kirkendall at free safety back here. And Q Carruthers, DB. We got 4 or 5 DBs, and it just breaks right through. And over-the-shoulder catch for number 17 for Senatobia, and he takes it the distance. That's 63 yards, or 62?
Yeah, they started 36 and gained 3, so 61 yards later.
They still have not got a first down. They got 2 scores and no first down.
Yeah, that's not a good stat.
No.
We may hold them on the third down conversion rate, but they may be 0 for 0, but that's not a good stat you want.
So extra point coming. It's number 18 for Senatobia. So snap is down, kick is up and good. Actually, a pretty good kick. So Senatobia, 8:19 to go in the first quarter, 14-0. We'll take a break and be back for kickoff. You're watching Blue Devil football.
There's a special quality of life we enjoy here in our area, a way of life you don't find just anywhere. And at Mechanics Bank, we're working together with you to keep a good thing growing. It's that hometown feel, that commitment to make sure you get not just words and empty promises, but genuine, helpful financial service from local people who share your values and have a heart for your community. Standing strong, standing the test of time. Mechanics Bank.
Main Street Coffeyville Insurance is now First Choice Insurance. We take pride in our customer service. Our goal is to build long-term relationships with our clients through our experienced agents and the ease of doing business. It is our belief that people should be treated equally with the respect and patience they deserve. Great customer service before, throughout, and after the process is our main concern. We strive to give you the best insurance experience. First Choice has insurance to meet your family's needs.
At Yalabusha General Hospital, we're not stuck in the past. We strive for excellence in everything from our highly trained staff to our top-notch patient care, as well as our one-of-a-kind physical therapy department. And with our recently updated facilities, you'll not only get the best in patient care, but the latest technology for the most accurate diagnosis and treatments. We're not afraid of the future. We're making it happen at Yalabusha General Hospital.
A better quality of care awaits you here at Yalabusha General Hospital.
All right, we're back. And Water Valley on the kickoff will have Jaden Morgan and Say Freeman back to receive. The kick is going to get down there towards Jaden Morgan. He fields it about the 9. He's looking for a little room and opening anything. He dances around and just gets swallowed up. A lot of blue jerseys coming through. Got off their block and made a tackle right around the 20.
Yeah, Jaden kind of hesitated and kind of was just waiting for some blocks to develop, and I'm not so sure on a kickoff you just kind of get as much as you can when you can. And so I'd like to see him hit that up in there, and if a block develops and you're able to squeeze through, then you're busting a long run. If not, at least you pick up as many yards you can.
You don't have to hit them head on. You don't have to just run right into them. You can head up and then break it left or something. So here we go, slot right. Morgan's in the backfield. And Hayden Eubanks near side. They're looking like they want to throw it. CJ throws it out over the middle to that's Lafayette. And that was a good pickup right there, 14 yards on first down.
Well, and you're going to have to, you see Senatobia run it a couple times and it just opens up that pass. Blue Devils are kind of the opposite of that.
Right.
We've got to throw it some to kind of open up that run. So you like to see that on first down. That's a positive gain. See if we can keep that up.
And I think we can really hurt them with Marion Morgan. And okay. Marion Morgan's in the slot, and they're playing the slot guy so padded. They're so far off of the ball. You could throw that little quick hitter to Marion, and he'd be gone. So this time they handed off to Jaden Morgan around the left side. He tried the middle, but it was stopped up. And we still got 5 yards, or 3 or 4 yards.
Not much there, but he was able to push it outside and then gain some positive yardage. So, again, you'll take the positive yardage on first down. It gets you in much better shape for second and a potential third down.
Well, you look at a team running a 3-4, you think you've got to run the football. You've got to run the football against the 3-4. But now they jumped offside. They switched to a 4-2 or 4-3, and number 4 for Senatobia jumped off sides on the hard. He bit on the hard count.
Yeah, I think they're still running a 3-4, but number 11 will sometimes come up. He'll walk up on the edge. Still 3 down linemen, but that safety on this side, or the linebacker, whatever position they're calling it, kind of a star position. He will kind of walk up on the outside, it looks like.
Well, I think where we've been hurting them if we've been hurting them at all, it's just right off the tackles.
Yep.
So they're trying to protect the ends a little. Hand off to Jaden Morgan going right side this time, and he's got a little bit of room, man. If he can break that tackle, he's got some yards. He gets out of bounds, probably inside the 40 down to about the 37-yard line.
And we got a holding penalty. The Senatobia coaches were pointing, and when you run to the visiting side, the other team's sideline, it usually is when it happens. And I saw the Senatobia coaches going crazy, and referee just went ahead and pulled that flag and threw it out. Was it a holding? I don't know.
Well, they've got it going on over there. They can
be right in his ear.
7 kids just yell hold, hold, and point. Every play. Wow.
And then, we talked about it earlier. Positive yardage on first down, so you're looking at second and about 4 or 5, and now you're looking at second. Yeah, you're behind them again. So
12 for Blue Devil.
So second 12 now. Marion's in the slot. Man, he's got all kind of room. They're going to pump him and try to throw it deep to Marion. He's got it. He's got it on the 33-yard line, and the defender missed the tackle. He's gone. Touchdown. That is a 68-yard touchdown catch.
And you called it, Steve. The DB played off, and Marion got right next to him. DB had pretty good coverage. He swiped at the ball as it came in. Marion had a good focus, made the catch, and 68 yards later, he's at pay dirt.
That was a good throw. CJ actually put that one exactly where it needed to be.
Well, and I tell you what it's going to do. You've got to throw the football and put it in the air in order to open up that run game. Keep them honest, and the more we can do that, the better it's going to pay off later in the game.
I think so. So John Surratt on to add the extra point. We got a new snapper and a new holder, and it just gets put down late, but John still made the thing. It looked like the holder's hand went with the ball through the uprights.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a struggle there, but we got the hold down just in time as John's foot was coming through, and John would tell you he didn't get the best of that football, but it got over the goalpost. So it's seven points for the Blue Devils.
All right, 14-7, 6:44 left in the first quarter. We'll take a break and be back after this. You're watching Blue Devil football.
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Turnage Drug Store, the guardian of your health for over 110 years, is Water Valley's own locally owned pharmacy. Benny, Bobby, and the staff can help you with your prescriptions and over-the-counter meds. Turnage's not only has medications you need, but gift items for your family. Stop in and set a spell and have something refreshing from the old-fashioned snack bar. Over 110 years of serving you and your family. Turnage Drug Store on Main Street in the heart of downtown Water Valley.
All right, we're back. Water Valley is set to kick off after the touchdown. Marion Morgan, CJ threw a great pass. So John pops it up down around the 20, center of the field.
And that's number 2, who you do not want to touch the football. He's the one that took the opening little screen pass out there and went 80 yards or near 80 yards.
Well, he got it up to the 40-yard line, so call it a 20-yard return on the return there. So the Water Valley D has got to figure out, Nat, how we can stop these guys, because I think we can move the ball. I really do.
Yeah, this is 2 weeks in a row when you've seen the Blue Devil defense really struggle to make any stops. Last week we didn't stop North Panola one time, and 2 possessions so far tonight for Senatobia, 2 touchdowns.
I know we've been moving a lot of people around. I noticed now that Q Carruthers is back at free safety, and he has done pretty well. So this time they hand it off left side, right off in between the guard and tackle. And Q makes a tackle over there at the 49-yard line of Water Valley.
Taken out of bounds by number 11, Dre.
So we find out, what's his name? Can you read that, number 17?
Yeah, I'm trying to find that guy that scored the touch, Stubblefield or Shuffield.
Yeah.
He's not listed on their roster, number 17, but he's a quick kid.
So first down and 10 for Senatobia. This is our first down. And they run pretty much about the same play, just off tackle. And it goes for about 3. So Blue Devils made a decent stop right there. We need 3 of those. Parker Todd in on the action.
Man, we've made a couple stops in their run game, but man, here in a minute, what they do is they just run it, and then they pull that thing, and you've got to be so disciplined. And I'm like you see Ty Kirkendall back at free safety. First time we've seen that this year. I think the Blue Devil coaches are just trying different things in the secondary to see what they can do to make some stops. We've struggled stopping the passing game.
So they're just going to hand it off again. Number 3 around the left side. This time he just tries to get to the corner, and he got it. But he only got it to the 40-yard line. That's not a first. Whoa, let's see. They moved it more.
Yeah, it looked like he had him short, but then when the ball came in, it looks like he did get enough to gain the first down.
Oh, my goodness. So 1st and 10. Inside Blue Devil territory to the 39-yard line. 5:45 to go in the first quarter. 21 points scored already in the ball game.
A lot like last week. 62 points scored in the first half.
Right. Slot right for Senatobia, single back. They have an H. And this time they throw it out wide to the far receiver, and he was tackled immediately, but he got pretty decent gain, 5 yards.
He was, and man, that's a play where the wide receiver had to leave his feet to kind of jump up and make that catch. And you'd love to see.
Make him pay.
Oh, make him pay. Love to see your DB come up and just lay the wood there. Make him think twice the next time he goes up for a football.
Hit him just above the knees.
May alligator arm that ball the next time.
Hit him just above the knees and make him flip. I mean, I don't want to hurt anybody.
Oh, no. You just want to make him
but I want
remember
him to,
it. Yeah.
I want him to think about it next time. Number 3, same play, just sprint left. And the ball.
That's going to be a late hit.
Is that a late hit or helmet to helmet?
We dove in late. Now, if it's a helmet to helmet, that's one thing. But we came in late and dove in on top after he was down. It was close, but it was somebody from the backfield, defensive backfield. I'm not sure. But I tell you, our linebackers are just kind of getting sucked in the middle, and they're really gashing us outside over that tackle as well.
Well, that's going to bring Senatobia inside the 20. Way down inside the 20. And just outside the 10-yard line, it looks like. About the 12.
Ball being fighted near the 12-yard line.
So 1st down and 10 for Senatobia at that point.
Yeah, it looks like they can get a first down. But man, you'd like to see some Blue Devil defense step up right here and make a stop and go.
There's a nice hold. Oh, nice coverage out there.
Nice play.
Oh, wow.
There's no way.
Chris Harris
there's no way.
Had great coverage on the receiver, and they threw a flag for pass interference. That is nuts.
He touched the receiver after the receiver's hands touched the football.
That's right.
He was beat on the play. I will give him that. They did a kind of a stop and go. But that is about as bad as call I've seen in this year. And we've seen a lot of bad calls.
Every week.
There's no way. Chris was there late after the ball touched the guy's hands and kind of broke it up, and they called pass interference.
That's insane. That's us, man. I think Coach Embry's got to quit cussing the officials out before the game.
And that's the thing. Coach Embry's one that he tells his coaches don't talk to the officials because they will remember that later in the game. But this year it'd be hard for me to bite my tongue.
Yeah, I'd have to get chunked. I'd just pay the fine and do the course. So that's going to be 1st and goal from the 6-yard line.
Number 2 out there is a handful, single coverage.
We're just going to hand it off to number 3. Dre McCray pushes him out of bounds right around the 5. So he picked up 1 maybe.
Guys, it's still on the carry.
So that was good pursuit right there by Dre. He wasn't fooled on the play and got outside.
Yeah, and that's the first time one of our linebackers have done that. They've run that play kind of off tackle out of the pistol formation, and our linebackers are for some reason getting sucked in the middle. And once he gets outside, there's nobody there except a safety coming up to make that tackle. We've got to make that tackle 3 yards behind the line instead of 10 yards behind the line.
Usually that's Kirkendall's position right there,
And again, you probably have a new person playing some linebacker. I'm trying to look to see who they've got in there.
2nd goal, they hand it off. This time, tried to find the middle, but nothing was there. And he worked his way down, just kept spinning down to about the 1.
Steve, if you'll watch the quarterback, I'm surprised Coach Embry and them haven't said something to the official. He takes 2 steps forward to receive the football before the ball is snapped, and he's moving towards the line of scrimmage, which you can't do. You can go side to side. You can't make your last move towards the line of scrimmage. So it wouldn't hurt to have a little false start penalty here.
Yeah, we need it.
They're trying to get the clock to go, and the clock will not start for some reason. There we go.
Maybe he needs to try pumping his hand up and down.
We stuffed him pretty good.
Yeah, he did not make it. He's on the goal line, pretty close, but he did not get in. So be 4th and goal, or no, 3rd.
Well, no, they got a first down.
Right,
they got a first down. So I wouldn't be surprised right here because we're selling out in the middle of the field. You might see the quarterback pull it and take it around the end right here. Be tough to defend. You saw Auburn and Ole Miss both do that 3 times last week.
So 3:55 to go in the first. Senatobia is, sniffing the goal line. This is about the time they need a fumble.
We would take it.
Get it. They just handed off number 3. He's over the guard, in for the touchdown.
Chip on the carry for the Warrior touchdown.
That's number 3. What'd they say, Kemp?
That's what it sounded like. Let's see. That is Sip, Nicholas Sip. He's a senior, 5'8", 150 pounds. He's quick.
Being generous. 5'8" is being generous. Maybe 5'6", but he is fast. He's like Q Carruthers, just extremely fast and quick. So Senatobia comes on to kick the extra point, and if they're successful, that'll be a 21-7 ball game. Snap is backing down. Ooh, almost blocked. Nice try, effort by Q Carruthers right there.
And he missed it anyway.
Yeah, he missed it. So the score, 20-7. 3:43 to go in the first. We'll take a break and be back after this. You're watching Blue Devil football.
Your dream home is waiting. Buying or selling a home is a major life choice. Whatever your real estate needs, Sherry Fisher and Tony Hill can help you reach your goals with confidence. RE/MAX Legacy Realty expertise of the Water Valley market will give you the best possible experience from start to finish. Using the website, you will have all the information you need about the current real estate market. RE/MAX, the #1 name in real estate. See or call Sherry Fisher or Tony Hill in Water Valley.
Dr. Steve Edwards and the Tri-Lake Eye Clinic team strive to provide the best in optometry services. They're a full-service eye and vision care provider, accepting eye emergencies as well as scheduled appointments. Patients go there because they know they will receive the personal attention and professional care that is their foundation. They'll explain every exam and procedure and answer all of their patients' questions. The Tri-Lake Eye Clinic in Water Valley.
All right, we're back. And this one, Matt, it's been a hot one, man. A score every 2 minutes.
Yeah, unfortunately, we hadn't kept up with them. Senatobia's had 3 possessions, and they've had 3 touchdowns. We've had 2 possessions and 1 touchdown, but at some point we've got to
figure out how to stop them.
Figure out how to get them in 3rd or 4th down. Come on, we got some room over here.
No, he's not going to outrun that guy. It's just he's got to get what he can get up the right side. If the ball's kicked to the right side, run it up straight upfield. That's the easiest way to defend it.
Yeah, we mentioned that. We mentioned that earlier. Get as much as you can when you can.
I see guys not called Deion Sanders running left or right. That's not good.
Yeah, no. They see some of those NFL players spin around and go back the opposite way, and
they also run a 4-3.
I was going to say they're in the 4-2s or 4-3s.
Oh, slot left. They put Mario in motion. Now there's an early flag. I don't know what that is. I didn't see anything.
It's a false start by somebody. I don't know if it's the receiver on the opposite side.
My goodness. Let's just start this out, 1st and 15.
I was going to say, if we just tell the refs, they will save you the time, put us at 1st and 15.
Let one slide.
We have had 3 possessions, and we've been behind the chains all 3 possessions.
Times, that's right. Just makes it hard. So 1st and 15, slot left. Marion Morgan is in motion. Ball is handed off. No, he's going to keep it. CJ kept it. Now he's pumped. Lafayette, that should be a flag, but he didn't get it. Now he gets it.
Yeah.
And I bet they're going to call it on Colby.
I guarantee it.
They're going to call it on Colby after he was mugged.
The DB never turned around, so that's the rule in high school, and I think that's why they called the one on Chris Harris. The DB's got to turn around. So Colby did reposition around the guy, but I guarantee this is going to be called against the offense.
Because Colby had to grab him and kind of throw him out of the way to get back to the ball.
Yeah. That's high school. That's defensive pass interference all day long.
Wow. Are you kidding me? I swear. And Coach Embry's got a perfect argument. The guy had contact on him the whole way. After when Colby got pumped and he adjusted his route and went upfield, the guy was on him for 5 yards.
Yeah, you've got to turn around. The guy never turned around to make a play on the ball.
You're not even supposed to have contact on him, and that's the deal.
Now, did Colby push off? Probably, but it was after.
But he was trying to fight for the ball.
Right.
He was turning around trying to get back to the ball.
He should have thrown that flag 5 yards sooner than what he threw.
I mean, this is just incredible. What can you do, man? This is like watching Ole Miss and Auburn. Don't get you started. So CJ's going to keep it himself on first and forever. And, man, he only got about, 4?
Yeah, again.
Second and, 14?
We're not a type of team that can just line up 3 straight plays and throw the ball down the field. So,
well, I do like
when
Colby.
You get down 1st and 20, it's tough on this offense.
I like Colby out there. He's got a big height advantage over the defender. But, I mean, what else can you do when you have your guy beat and he's mugging you and then they call you for the foul?
Yeah, and that's the reason right there why we can't throw it as much as we'd like to. We
don't have time.
We're young in the offensive line, and we just don't have the time to sit back there in the pocket and scan the field. That's why you see a lot of times when they run pass plays, they roll C.J. Telford out.
Well, I mean, I'm just looking at a couple of guys that are huge on the sideline that could be playing line, but they're playing defense only.
Yeah.
And coming in at short yardage situations. So
3rd and forever here. This is not many plays you can draw up. I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't see some kind of middle draw, something just to keep the clock running and be safe here.
CJ's back, and he's going to keep it himself. Quarterback keeper.
Yeah, quarterback drawing a face mask there. Now they didn't call it.
Wow.
CJ Telford on the carry.
So punt coming up for Water Valley, and that one is that we were stopped by the 3rd team on that possession.
Yeah, promising possession. You hit a big play down the field, and like I said, we hate to keep going over it, but when the DB all the way down the field is riding the guy, because the DB knew he was beat. He knew he was beat. So he knew the best thing I can do right here is just take a penalty.
Because that's less yards than if he catches it. Oh, my goodness. Steve Story might have to arrest me tonight.
I think that's going to be the 6th or 7th penalty against the Blue Devils, and we haven't seen one dropped against the blue team yet. I don't know how we moved when we weren't even set yet. We just got into the line, but we moved pretty quick. Whatever happened quickly.
Until the personal protector calls for the ball.
Yeah, nobody now they're set.
All right, so Colby's back deep in the end zone. They've got a rush on, but it got picked up well.
It's one of his better punts.
The ball's going to hit and just go sideways again. Man, we can't get it to go downfield, and there's another flag.
Yeah, I would think that's going to be against us. I don't know what it is, but it's going to be against us.
Right. It's hard to get a penalty on a punt coverage team.
Right, especially when you don't return the punt.
Right.
So it had to be us. If he was lined up in the neutral zone, it would have been a dead ball.
Y'all got to hit somebody. Flag on the play once again back around the 10.
I mean, you rarely see like a flag on the punt team.
Holding against Senatobia on a non-return. They got to keep it honest.
Well, no.
Water Valley fans cheer.
Yeah, I mean, and rightfully so. I mean, this crew has just been strict on Water Valley and let everything go for Senatobia.
Well, like I said, we're not the type of team. You can just tell by the look at these two teams. Senatobia is a lot more mature team. There are a lot of seniors, bigger kids. We're not the type of team that can handle big plays getting called back.
Right.
Every big play we make, we've got to make those big plays every chance we get.
50 seconds left in the first quarter still. Well, it seems like this has been the half, So this time the quarterback leans back and he throws it way downfield, and it is caught at the 10-yard line and in the end zone, touchdown.
Yeah, that kid's a tough matchup. He's a tough matchup. I watched his route. He did a little step to the inside and just, one-on-one, we're not going to cover that kid all night. And so if the quarterback can make throws like that, that's, you just tip your hat. We can't cover that kid.
It's not like the receiver caught it, like stop, just hit it in his chest. He fingertip caught that one.
He put it out there where only his guy. And Chris, to his credit, had decent coverage.
Yeah. So back out on the field for the extra point. Senatobia 26-7, 43 seconds to go in the first. Snap is back. Oh, and that one's through. Cute Brothers dove in there, and the kicker probably could have sold it if he'd have fallen down. He probably could have got it, especially tonight. but he didn't. So we'll keep it here. Remind everybody that catch the playbacks each weekend, Channel 97 Max South, 11 o'clock Saturday and Sunday, and YouTube on Monday morning. Go to YouTube, type in Water Valley versus Senatobia, look for the 2020 version, and hit the like button, subscribe button, whatever, and that way you'll get updated each week whenever the new video is posted. Yeah, you can get fishing reports, find out whether or not they're catching fish on the sideline or not. That's right. Last week you could have.
Yeah, you were giving out reports, and once you find a hole, you know better than to do that.
I know. I went home, and everybody, a couple of people, my buddies called me. Like, hey, man, you got to be quiet.
You can't tell the spots.
Yeah, can't give away spots.
Why is it during real crappie season when I call you, you never tell me, shoot me straight?
Well, I give you my backup hole anyway. Oh.
Well, what you want to see here is, again, we've talked about it before, don't give up. Keep fighting. You may be outmanned a little bit. The score's gotten a little bit out of hand in the first quarter, but you want to see them to continue to fight here tonight and take it into next week.
Good kick. That shoe stepped out of bounds. Wow. Let it go out of bounds, or put your foot out of bounds and catch it. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah. If you catch it, touch it while you're out of bounds, it's out of bounds.
You can make them re-kick. That's back them up 5.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Say didn't know that rule.
Yeah, when that ball squirts like that, the ground's wet. We had a lot of rain over the last 2 days, Wednesday and Thursday this week. When that ball hits the ground, there's a good chance it's going to squirt, and that ball just kept squirting toward the sideline, and we tried to pick it up right on the sideline, and unfortunately stepped out soon after he touched it.
Yeah, you gotta touch it with one leg out or both legs out.
Right.
And then that pulls it. That's as good as it going out of bounds. Marion Morgan in motion. They hand it off to Jaden Morgan right up the middle, kind of, and oh wow, safety came up and put the lick on him.
Yeah, nice hold though. And again, there you go. First down, we gained about 7 yards. So second about 3, maybe gained 8. So short yardage. And it looks like the Blue Devils are going to just let the clock run out here at the end of the first quarter and regroup and see what we can do coming out to start the second quarter.
Let's see.
Second down, 3.
Coach Embry gave him the sign just to stand up and just wait. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I didn't mention Will Embry just had shoulder surgery.
Yeah, he sure did.
My goodness. All right, end of the first quarter, 27-7 in favor of Senatobia. We'll take a break and be back for second quarter action after this. You're watching Blue Devil football.
Midtown Auto Parts, your CarQuest dealer in Water Valley, has the parts you need for light and heavy-duty vehicles. Custom-made hydraulic hoses for the farm and heavy-duty equipment. 3- and 4-wheeler parts and small engine parts, too. Midtown turns brakes and rotors. Check out their full line of K&N air filters. Midtown Auto Parts in the middle of downtown Water Valley is now open 6:30 a.m. till 6 p.m., 6 days a week. It's Midtown Auto Parts, the real parts store.
C.W. White Incorporated Petroleum Products in Water Valley supports Blue Devil football and academics, selling quality petroleum products at reasonable prices for over 60 years. C.W. White offers local express ethanol and non-ethanol gasolines. Open 24/7 on Wise Street in Water Valley. Also additional locations of local express and Sunoco fuels in Charleston, Batesville, Sardis, and Senatobia. Wishing the best for the Blue Devils this season.
All right, we're back. Second quarter action. Devils down 27-7. And, man, we're hoping this quarter brings new production for the Blue Devils. Keeper by CJ. It was a low snap, and I think he was supposed to hand it off. He had Morgan in motion. Jaden Morgan in motion, and I think he just missed the handoff there.
Yeah, by the time he got the snap, I think it was, if he'd have tried to hand it to him, it'd probably been a fumble, so he got what he could, and that's that number 52, that nose tackle, 6'3", 255 pounds, that is a hand. He's a load up there and tough to handle.
Well, that's a loss of a couple, so third about 4 now. So we gotta get a first down right here. You gotta have good third down production. CJ's gonna keep it and run behind Jaden Morgan, try to find a hole. Marion.
Yeah, we missed a block over there. That was actually there. It was open, but we missed a block out there. Somebody let the wide receiver go again. Of course, I know. Seems like when we do have success on that play, it gets called for holding every time. Yeah. So it's kind of a can't win for losing type of scenario.
So number 2 for Senatobia drops back.
I would kick it away from him.
He hasn't fielded one yet.
No, he's a player. You've seen Colby kind of kick away from him. Of course, oftentimes when you try to do that, sometimes you can hit one off the side of the foot. So you just gotta,
you said it. So low snap. Oh, nice end over end. That's going to drive him back, and it's going to roll. Nope, bounce straight up in the air. And number 2 just put a move. There's a flag for something. Was that a whistle? Did you just not hear a whistle early?
I did not hear a whistle.
I thought I heard a whistle. But anyway, that's going to be a hold on Senatobia at the 49, so that's coming back.
And good coverage there by, we were fearful of number 2 getting the ball in his hands. He's such a good dynamic playmaker that when I saw that ball bounce up, I thought we may outrun our coverage here. But very good coverage by the Blue Devil punt team.
Well, that backs him up to the 35-yard line.
Let's go defense, hit somebody! Oh,
my goodness.
Senatobia.
Your back stiffening up a little bit?
Working on my yoga.
Yeah, these so we're in the elements we're in right here.
We're in a turkey blind.
Yeah, it's like 2 foot high, our heads touching the ceiling, sitting on the ground.
It's not a deer blind.
It's
You'd
not.
be in a chair, but we're in a turkey blind, so we can lay all our products out. All right.
Number 2's not in the game here, so.
They got a big slot receiver right there. He's not very tall, but he's thick. He's going to be a blocking guy. He's going to run right up the middle. Uh-oh. A little action right there. My goodness. Let's see why they didn't see that. Marcus Cook is always getting shoved at the end of a play.
Yeah, then last week or a week before when that happened, we got called for the penalty after the shove.
The second about 6. Slot left. Single back. Oh, wow. Dre McCray, baby, what are you doing? He was trying to time the snap and just got in the backfield before they even got started.
Yeah, we can say a lot about officials, but not much to say there. Dre kind of got through the line and just grabbed his helmet like, what was I thinking there? I don't know what he was trying to time up. I know he was trying to time the snap, but that was awfully early.
If it doesn't work out, just stop and then, seal the corner. But he was obviously on a blitz. One of our 2 linebackers was blitzing.
Yeah.
So
He's
this time he will
too.
not be blitzing. Yeah, we have 1 linebacker pretty much. And that's going to be a first down for Senatobia. They moved it about 4 yards.
Still on the carry. He picked up first down yardage.
So up to about the 48, 49-yard line.
You take away that penalty that we had, and we laughed about being offsides, but you're looking at 3rd and 3 if you take away that penalty because he gained about 4 right there after gaining a couple yards on the first play. So penalties have hurt us on offense, but also hurting us here a little bit on defense.
Man, I'm looking at Jenkins, though. Why wouldn't you have Jenkins on playing offense more than defense? Just seems like he would, in the grand scheme of things, have more production on that side of the ball.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he don't pull this one right here.
Oh, Fumbalaya. He jumped on it at the 42. Wow. Quarterback just tried to go before he caught it, and it slipped through his hands. That's that wet ball. There's a little dew coming on.
Yeah, we need several of those. We haven't That's one of the first negative plays Senatobia's had. Unfortunately, it wasn't anything we had to do with it, but we will take it.
Well, Hurricane Zeta came through and brought the cold weather.
It did.
Man, I'm going to tell you what, it rained for a day and a half, and then it got cold. I've never seen a hurricane bring cold weather, but it did. So this time they run right up the middle, and he got a couple, maybe 3. So that'd be 3rd and about 14.
Well, here's where 3rd and 14, you know they're probably going to put the ball in the air. You'd like to see us drop into some kind of zone here. Man coverage, they've eaten our lunch all night.
And you can always put your linebackers out there and bump.
And here's what we have done that. They brought Kirkendall out here. Of course, here comes number 2 and 17. They're two guys that have caught receiving touchdowns tonight.
So they've got a single right receiver, trips left. Number 2 and 17 are in the slot. And they're going to probably put one of them in motion, I'm sure. But single back. Water Valley gets in the backfield, almost got him. And now Marcus Cook is giving chase, and nice tackle at the 49-yard line.
And that's a cover sack. If you watch there, Ty Kirkendall absolutely stood up the slot receiver there, got a good jam, couldn't let him get off the line. And in doing so, when the quarterback looks up, they're not even out of their routes yet.
Right, he's not close to where he's supposed to be. Yeah, well, I'm a big fan of bumping a receiver, a huge fan of it. I think it's big time. I mean, it's at this level because it disrupts every bit of consistency between the quarterback and the receiver. Punt is kind of high.
Yeah, get out of the way there. It's coming back too.
Again, that one kicked sideways. What's up with the magnetic field on this field? It's crazy.
Must be this wet grass.
So 6:50 to go in the first half. 27-7. Water Valley gets another try. They're going to start at their own 25. And we got to put something together here, Nat. The last couple of times we've just killed ourselves, really, other than the one time where the officials killed us.
Yeah, some positive yardage here on first down. Let's see if we can get ahead of the change, make it manageable on second down. So, like you said earlier, you can take a couple shots if you'd like.
High snap. He throws it out in the oh, wow. Went through Marion's hand. It was just high throw, and it slipped out of Marion's hands and picked off by the safety or DB out there for Senatobia.
Yeah, that's just nothing. Marion did all he could, but that ball was just thrown a little high. Marion jumps up, makes it the old tip drill. You got 2 guys standing back there. Once you saw it tipped up in the air, you pretty much knew the outcome because you had enough Senatobia players back.
That's my biggest complaint with CJ. He's letting them there's certain times when you want the ball to go high, and there's certain times when you don't want it to go high. When you're throwing into the flat, you've got to keep the ball down. I would rather it skip to the receiver than go over his head. And he'll learn that, though. You know, if you're going down the field, you want it to be long instead of short, you know.
And we're not, of course, it's on first down, so we're not bringing our linebacker right here to bump. It's going to be interesting to see if we've got 3 guys covering 3 guys. They've hurt us here all night.
They just give it off up the middle. Nice defense right there by the Devils. They stopped it up the middle and came in. I think it was Kirkendall that kind of came in from the side.
And Dre McCray, yeah, we definitely ate that up.
They got a yard up to the 35.
1 yard, be second down.
And here comes Kirkendall out here. They expect a pass, so he's going to jam this guy. So we got 4 guys out here now covering 3. So this gives us better odds out here with the numbers game.
Yeah. But you're one-on-one on the single receiver. They're going to run that way, kind of an option play, a read option, and he keeps it himself. He's up the field. Q missed him, and he's going to get, almost in the end zone, down to about the 1 or 2 yard line. Wow. You know, it's just a read option. You sprint out to the right, and we didn't have anybody over there at all.
Yeah, again, it's a numbers game. We
your linebackers have to
bring our linebacker
play
out to jam there, and the linebacker that stayed in the middle has got to be there. We took the pitch man, the DB did out there, but we didn't have anybody take the quarterback.
Right, and their coaches see that. They see what we're doing, so they call the right play. It's a good play call. The first and goal.
Let's go! Defense!
Number 1, the quarterback
holding right there.
Himself,
yeah, he saw it. Yeah, he saw it. Yeah, I couldn't tell who it was. Either number 3, Q Carruthers, or someone was trying to get loose. It might have been Marion now that I look at the numbers. and you could see the hand inside of his jersey pulling it down. And I didn't know if they would see it, but I could see it from right here. And we're a pretty good ways away.
We see it a lot, though, and it doesn't get called a lot. You know?
Yeah, that was pretty obvious. I'm glad this back guy, the head official, the white hat, saw that, because that was one where we would have made a play right there, probably in the backfield, but we get held.
Well, that's going to back them up. First and, you call it about 12?
I tell you what, anytime I look out here and see number 2 out wide with single coverage, it scares me a little bit.
Young guy defending him too.
Yeah, it's tough for these young kids that haven't been in this spotlight to cover a senior that knows how to run routes, knows where he needs to be.
Elijah White, they handed off number 3 up the middle, and wow, broke through 2 guys and got in the end zone. Touchdown, 12 yards. And he just broke through, and he got through 2 of our defenders.
Touchdown,
arm tackles.
Quintavious Burdett for Remax. If you're in the market to sell or buy a home, give the hometown guy a call at 662-292-7136. Kobe Roan in, or the
5:29 to play, 33-7. Extra point pending. Tell you what, that halftime burger is sounding better and better. I can smell it. The snap is back, kick is up, and it looks like it went wide. A little right, but it was good.
Okay.
It was a little right, though.
Yeah, he must have skirted it right inside the right upright.
So 34-7 is your score. 5:29 to play. We'll take a break and be back for kickoff after this. You're watching Blue Devil Football.
Joe Black and Associates, public accountants located at 306 Railroad Street in Water Valley, are proud supporters of Water Valley Blue Devil athletics and academics. Black and Associates wish the best for the Devils not only on the field, but in the classroom, offering individual, business, and estate tax planning and tax preparation, electronic filing, payroll, and general accounting services.
Joe Black and Associates, with locations in Water Valley and South Haven. Your dream home is waiting. Buying or selling a home is a major life choice. Whatever your real estate needs, Sherry Fisher and Tony Hill can help you reach your goals with confidence. RE/MAX Legacy Realty expertise of the Water Valley market will give you the best possible experience from start to finish. Using the website, you will have all the information you need about the current real estate market. RE/MAX, the #1 name in real estate. See or call Sherry Fisher or Tony Hill in Water Valley. Valley Tool Incorporated of Water Valley, serving Yalobusha County for 2 decades, are proud supporters of Water Valley High School athletics. Valley Tool makers of fixtures, gauges, jigs, specialized tooling, precision grinding, production machining, and injected mold repair. Valley Tool with locations in the Industrial Park off of Highway 32 West and Railroad Street in Water Valley. Locally owned and operated by Casey Washington since 1997.
All right, we're back for the kickoff. Senatobia's got this thing ready to boot. Number 18 gets a foot into it, kicks it down the right side to Say Freeman. And man, they're just not getting any blocks. The whole team tackled Say.
Yeah, you look out there, it looks like 9 of the 11 on the kickoff team. The kicker kind of stayed back and one other guy. But
only because he had to go back and get the tee.
Yeah, that's right. He said, let me go ahead and get this tee off the field.
He'll probably get chewed out for that.
9 of them were there.
I just don't understand. One of the big things is timing on kickoff return. You've got to get back to a certain point. You've got to know where the ball is and get back within 15 yards and then start chipping players coming down. But high school level, you just don't get into that a whole lot.
All right, that should be.
Jaden Morgan is going to whip it around the near side and gets pushed out of bounds for looks like a loss maybe.
Yeah, he did. They just keep stringing that thing out, and you can see it. It looks like you can see it in our guys. We're there to make the play, to make the block, but they're so afraid of getting that holding call that they just kind of let the guy loose. And we lost yardage there.
Yeah, I mean, I know Jaden was looking for an alley, a lane, something he could cut it up, and it just they had a guy coming and a guy behind him, so there's really nothing you can do. CJ gets the ball this time. He's looking to throw it. No, he's going to keep it himself, and I don't know what that is. But
he looked to throw out there, and I don't know if somebody went the wrong way or what happened, but he looked up and it wasn't what he expected, so he said, I'm going to tuck this and go because it was going to be a quick pass, like a quick slant, and I don't know if the receiver had not come out of his break yet. It wasn't something that CJ liked, so he decided to turn it up and get what he could, which was not much.
Maybe a yard. So it'll be 3rd and 11 for the Blue Devils. And, man, this is just going to – our possessions are so fast this year. I mean, it's like 1, 2, 3 out. You know, less than a minute goes off the clock, it seems like a lot.
Yeah, and then you put your defense, who's been out on the field all night, out there again pretty quickly.
So, waiting, there's 5 seconds. Looks like there's going to be a timeout
call. I think Coach will call a timeout here.
Water Valley's going to call a timeout. So 3:54 to go in the first half. Water Valley calls a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back after this. You're watching Blue Devil football.
C.W. White Incorporated Petroleum Products in Water Valley supports Blue Devil football and academics, selling quality petroleum products at reasonable prices for over 60 years. C.W. White offers local express ethanol and non-ethanol gasolines. Open 24/7 on Wise Street in Water Valley. Also additional locations of local express and Sunoco fuels in Charleston, Batesville, Sardis, and Senatobia. Wishing the best for the Blue Devils this season.
Midtown Auto Parts, your CarQuest dealer in Water Valley, has the parts you need for light and heavy-duty vehicles. Custom-made hydraulic hoses for the farm and heavy-duty equipment. 3- and 4-wheeler parts and small engine parts, too. Midtown turns brakes and rotors. Check out their full line of K&N air filters. Midtown Auto Parts in the middle of downtown Water Valley is now open 6:30 a.m. till 6 p.m., 6 days a week. It's Midtown Auto Parts, the real parts store.
All right, we're back, and Water Valley's got a 3rd and 11. CJ drops back. He's ready to throw it over the middle. Marion's got the catch at the 30-yard line. He's trying to get a little more, and he shakes off 2, 3, 4 tacklers.
He got the first down, too. That extra effort, I tell you what. I know Marion probably at that point couldn't tell where the chains were, but that extra effort.
I think he was just running the way he thought he was supposed to go at that point because he got hit 4 times.
And what's nice about that is you see the line gave him some time there, and CJ was able to sit back there for a second and kind of let the route develop.
Yeah, you can't be scared to keep throwing it out there in the flat. You got to make that throw and not be scared to do it. So I think Marion, the slot receiver's got to be big tonight. I mean, you got to pick on their. Even though number 17 is a fast, good athlete, he's just playing him way off the ball. They throw it to Marion again. See, that's what I'm talking about. You're giving him 10 to 12 yards every play, and if we can make that pass every play, do it until they try to defend it. So on the next play, you bump and go. You run Marion out, stop him, pump him, and then go up the side.
You can set that up. And you saw us beat them earlier with Marion in the slot. The touchdown we had was him running in the slot and kind of running a go route. Kind of a flag, right? He kind of turned towards the outside.
Yeah, I would keep throwing it to him. I'd get him out just a little bit wider. Maybe run a play fake to that side. CJ's going to try to keep it himself, and that was not good. I think Jaden was his first option. It was like an RPO, and Jaden wanted the ball. It was, it was going to be like that little quick pass lateral out to the running back.
Yeah, and I don't know, somebody missed a block assignment. That linebacker just came right through the middle, untouched. And it would have been better if he would have thrown the football, but once he held it, it was not going anywhere.
So that's a loss of 4. Be 2nd and 14. 2 minutes and 16 seconds left in the first half. Water Valley's got to get some points on the board here. We can't be in that big of a hole. We get the ball first coming out. CJ's going to keep it. He's looking to throw it. He's got to beat a guy to the corner just to throw it. He's going to,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know what happened over there. I know there was probably a big hit.
Well, he shoved him right when it looked like took a step out of bounds, and it looked like their coaches anticipated a flag because they were looking around and helping CJ up to make sure.
Yeah.
But of course, it happened on that sideline, so nothing called over there. But
loss of 1.
Looked like he stepped out of bounds, and right when he did, he took a shove and went straight down into the ground.
Well, we got to get it out of his hands because he has not been really that effective running the ball. So we've got to get it out of his hand. But we need a first down here. So, oh wow, really?
Well, too high safety look there with 3 down linemen. The numbers were not in our favor. I don't know what route we could have run.
Hook and ladder, baby. Hook and ladder.
That may have worked. That may have worked. But
hook and ladder.
I think Coach was just trying to, again, we're going to burn about 30 seconds here, call a timeout. And if Senatobia gets the football back, it'll be around midfield. But he knew he was probably going for it on 4th down, so let's run some clock instead of throwing an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we'll probably go for it on 4th down. I mean, you got to in this situation, 34-7. But you got to run some time off the clock. You can't give them, you know what I mean?
Right.
You can't give them a minute and 30 seconds from the 50 if you don't get it.
And that's what he knew. He knew he was going to go for it, so let's gain a little bit of positive yards and make it a little more manageable. At least I think that's what's going to happen. We'll see.
All right, we'll take a break with them. Be back right after this. You're watching Blue Devil Football.
Dr. Steve Edwards and the Tri-Lake Eye Clinic team strive to provide the best in optometry services. They're a full-service eye and vision care provider, accepting eye emergencies as well as scheduled appointments. Patients go there because they know they will receive the personal attention and professional care that is their foundation. They'll explain every exam and procedure and answer all of their patients' questions. The Tri-Lake Eye Clinic in Water Valley.
There's a special quality of life we enjoy here in our area, a way of life you don't find just anywhere. And at Mechanics Bank, we're working together with you to keep a good thing growing. It's that hometown feel, that commitment to make sure you get not just words and empty promises, but genuine, helpful financial service from local people who share your values and have a heart for your community. Standing strong, standing the test of time. Mechanics Bank.
All right, we're back. Water Valley has decided to punt the football.
You might see Marion run up here and do the fake. No, they're going to go ahead and punt it away.
Oh, block punt. Wow. Colby, Senatobia gets it. So in hindsight, it's always 20-20, but that's not Colby's fault. We just did not block the guy coming off the outside, and he had a free run at the ball. And we only run one personal protector. Most teams run 3, in case that does happen.
Yep.
1st and 10, Warriors from the Water Valley.
I'd be surprised if Senatobia doesn't put the ball up every time they have it here. They've got 2 timeouts left. No, they've got all 3 timeouts left, so they've got plenty of time. They likely will put it up.
4 receivers left.
Watch number 8, the tight end right here.
Slip out.
Yeah, slip out. Yep. He's eligible over there.
Let's go, dude!
So they're looking to just throw it out to number 16. And he ran back 2 coverage. I don't understand that. Now we got a flag for a hold.
Yeah, it's got to be a hold out here on number 5, the receiver.
Wow, so that was just a terrible decision by him. I'm just saying, you got diamond formation. You've got 3 blockers in front of you. You want to run it back towards the linebackers.
Yeah, I don't know. For my money, I'm putting number 2 out wide, and I'm going to
exactly.
every time.
I mean, I don't understand that throw.
We haven't seen, of course, again, you've got a 34-7 lead, so
you can incorporate some other players.
That's right. And let's be honest, you've got a playoff game coming up next week. You want to put some stuff on film to make other teams, so next week they may line up right there, and we may see that tight end slip out over there.
That's right. So we got a timeout Senatobia. And, man,
called by the Warriors.
I hate it for this ball club because now, I mean, they're getting beat up right now the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Well, not as much physically as it is mentally.
Right.
They're taking a beating mentally. You look up in the scoreboard real quick like you're down several scores, and it's deflating and demoralizing for a team. And I'm going to tell you, next week, it looks like we're probably going to travel to Choctaw County. That's another team where you better strap them up and be ready to play. They've got a lot of skill positions, a lot of speed. So they're going to be a tough opponent next week, which it looks like that's probably where we will travel.
Well, a year like this is kind of, to me, your head coach is really going to determine which direction the team goes from here. Because if you take a beating like this in the last couple of games of the season or whatever, and you struggle kind of all year, and then you can either get down on yourself and kind of lay down, or you can push like the championship team did. You know, when they were freshmen, they got hammered every ball game.
They did. We had a running clock a lot that year.
That's right. So, but it actually built their character. So I'm hoping some of these younger guys, it's making them more hungry. All right, so Senatobia lines up slot left, slot right, single back, put number 2 in motion. And he's just going to run a go route. And he was wide open, and they didn't throw it to him. We had Isaac Phillips trying to cover number 2.
Wow.
And he was 5 yards behind him.
Field goes incomplete.
Yeah, that's a tough task for a defensive end to run with that guy number 2.
So I saw that out of the backfield, and I was like, oh, Isaac's picking him up, and I thought, oh, no. And when he realized it was his guy, he was already by him. All right, Q Carruthers drops back to deep safety.
Yeah, I don't know if we're lined up correctly here. They've got 3 guys out there, and we've got 2 defensive backs covering.
One's going to hit the middle of the field. They're just going to run it up the middle. I don't get that either. But 48 seconds left, and that was
they've got 2 timeouts. Let's see if Senatobia wants to really score here, or if they're going to kind of let the clock run.
Well, they're behind the chains. It's still 3rd and like 21.
Well, I tell you, they're in 4-down territory because they're on our side of the field with just a little bit of time left.
Right, 30 seconds clock running.
You don't have to do much here to pick up some positive yardage and go for it on 4th down.
Number 3 sprints out. It's a screen pass, and nice job by Jenkins. He got his hand up and kind of deflected the ball a little bit. And number 8 intended.
And they're going to punt it. And I'm really surprised. I would have thought, well, of course, 16 seconds left, but I would have thought if you turn the ball over here on downs, worst thing that happens, it'd be about 8 seconds left when Water Valley gets the ball.
Right.
So I'm really
run another play.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that they're going to punt this ball away.
It's been weird, the decisions here in the last three or 4 minutes. So Water Valley has 2 guys back, Marion Morgan, Jaden Morgan. Snap rolls back.
Hold right there.
Poison. Uh-oh, don't get out of the way, Marion. Back up, please. You don't want to give them the ball 6 seconds inside the 10. So the Devils will probably just take the ball, take a knee, and go talk about it. But 6 seconds left.
You get the ball to start the second half. So, yeah, you definitely take a knee here. Hadn't been the type of half you want to start off with. Take a knee, regroup, see if you can get some positive momentum coming out of the second half with a scoring drive. And then, that's the second time they punted, so we have stopped them a couple times.
So that's what Water Valley is going to do. They're just going to take a knee and let time expire. And that's it. That's halftime. 34-7 is your score. We're going to take a break right now, and when we get back, we'll do the Dunn's Country Store scoring summary. Right after this, you're watching Blue Devil football.
Oh, no. Are you okay, Mike?
Yeah, had a pretty big fender bender here.
Don't worry. State Farm's got you covered.
That's great to hear. Robin, what's going on?
We're going to get you a tow truck, Mike.
Thank you. Real fender bender going on. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Everybody remain calm. No reason to panic.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right.
In Water Valley, see your good neighbor agent, Andy Epps, for your insurance and financial needs.
State Farm.
The Grenada law firm of Horan and Horan specializes in criminal and civil law. Attorneys Kevin Horan, Jimmy Powell, and Brad Dagnott are ready and prepared to fight for your rights. They will explain today's complex legal procedures and provide individual attention. When you need experience and dedication, let them go to work for you. Contact them at 226-2185 or stop by 1500 Gateway in Grenada. A family practice since 1926.
At Yalabusha General Hospital, we're not stuck in the past. We strive for excellence in everything from our highly trained staff to our top-notch patient care, as well as our one-of-a-kind physical therapy department. And with our recently updated facilities, you'll not only get the best in patient care, but the latest technology for the most accurate diagnosis and treatments. We're not afraid of the future. We're making it happen at Yalabusha General Hospital.
A better quality of care awaits you here at Yalabusha General Hospital.
The Blue Devil Scoring Summary is sponsored by Dunn's Country Store on Highway 32 West in the Silverina community. Features hickory smoked barbecue, hand-painted never frozen hamburgers, farm-raised catfish, and their cooked-to-order ribeyes served each Friday and Saturday nights.
All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen, at halftime, and Senatobia has a 34-7 lead over the Blue Devils. And it's time now for the Dunn's Country Store Scoring Summary. And Mr. Nat Dean is going to hook us up with the info on how it all went down.
Well, it didn't take long, Steve. First play of the ball game, a 70-yard touchdown pass from Tyrese Hullett to number 2, Ray Thomas. Point after touchdown was good. So with 11 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in the first quarter, 7-0 Senatobia. Then with 8 minutes and 19 seconds remaining in the first quarter, a 61-yard pass from Hullett to number 17, Luke Sinkfield. PAT again good, 14-0 Senatobia. Then the Blue Devils get on the board with 6 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the first quarter. A 68-yard touchdown pass from C.J. Telford to Marion Morgan. PAT good by John Surrett. Score 14-7 Warriors. 3:43 remaining in the first quarter. A 1-yard touchdown run by Nicosus Sip. PAT was no good, so your score was 20-7. And then with 43 seconds remaining in the first quarter, a 45-yard touchdown pass from Hullett to number 2, Ray Thomas again. The PAT was good. So at the end of the first quarter, 34 points were up on the board. Unfortunately, 27 of them were on the side of Senatobia. So 27-7 at the end of the first quarter. I will say in the second quarter, the Blue Devil defense did force a couple punts. And as a result, only 1 touchdown was scored, and that was by Senatobia with 5 minutes and 21 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A 12-yard touchdown run by number 3, Lazarick Jackson. PAT was good, and the score at that point and at the remaining at the halftime is 34-7. The Senatobia Warriors lead the Water Valley Blue Devils.
Well, it's been tough to watch these last couple of ball games on from the defensive perspective, because it just seems like the teams have scored on us so fast, and it seems like we've had like kind of no clue. And I know we've seen the film. I know we know their weapons, but they just still first play right by us, or first possession right down the field. And it's demoralizing to get scored on that quick.
It is. It's tough, and I don't want to harp on this. I know we've talked about the youth that's on this team, and we've compared it to the 2016 team that was so young, that took a lot of licks that year. But when you've got so many young players playing in positions, that can happen really quick. You get out of position, one play, it's a big touchdown, and we've seen a lot of big plays. We talked about it early. Senatobia had 21 points on the board and hadn't converted a first down yet,
right?
Because they were scoring so early on big plays.
And let's be honest, a couple of those plays were just perfect. You couldn't defend it, really.
Yeah. The quarterback's good.
Perfect throw.
He's got
great
good
catch.
receivers.
But hopefully the Devils can find a way to slow them down on defense and get something going on offense, and make this into a game when we come out there. If we can get the ball down, score quickly maybe, and maybe we can get a couple turnovers and start getting them to make some mistakes, put a little pressure on,
Yeah, I think that was the most disappointing thing talking to Coach Embry about last week's game, is he felt like some of the kids, once they busted a few plays, the particular players kind of held their heads and kind of, I'm not going to say gave up, but just didn't give the effort that he wants to see. So it's okay to be young, it's okay to make mistakes, but you got to keep coming back. That's what they want to see. We're probably outmanned tonight. If you look across the field, Senatobia looks like a 4A school. Their players look like 4A players, but not to say we can't play with them, but when you're outmanned a little bit, you have to be perfect in everything that you do, and we haven't done that, at least defensively for sure.
Well, to me, it's all about it's a team sport. It's a team of individuals. So individually, you've got to be competitive no matter what to go out there and just light it up every time you get a chance to play. But I think that's what he's wanting to see out of them. Is just go out and
don't give up.
Take full advantage of every opportunity you get on the field, and give it 100%, because you're gonna appreciate the fact that you did next year or
That's
even
right.
next week.
And it goes off into off season. When you hit the weight room, positive attitude carries over into the spring. You play a spring game, and then you're ready for the season. Hopefully everything next year will be back to normal, and we do have a spring game and do have a spring kind of practice season. But yeah, you want to see them come out and at least continue to fight in the second half.
Well, we'll find out what happens when we come back. It'll be time for kickoff. You're watching Blue Devil football.
When did insurance companies start emailing handshakes? Why is a billboard the only place you see your agent's face? Who decided you can't have good rates and good coverage? If you're questioning your insurance options, get real answers from a real person with a Farm Bureau Insurance Get Real review. It's simple, quick, and tailored just for you. Get real auto, home, and life insurance. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
See agents Chuck Upchurch, Don Gray, and Bradley Brown. Turnage Drug Store, the guardian of your health for over 110 years, is Water Valley's own locally owned pharmacy. Benny, Bobby, and the staff can help you with your prescriptions and over-the-counter meds. Turnages not only has medications you need, but gift items for your family. Stop in and set a spell and have something refreshing from the old-fashioned snack bar. Over 110 years of serving you and your family. Turnage Drug Store on Main Street in the heart of downtown Water Valley.
Complete Body Repair. They do headliner replacement, vinyl top replacement, air conditioner repair, lockout service, and most any other body repair your vehicle would need. Luke's Body Shop has 24-hour towing, free estimates for any job. Ask about their coast-to-coast carports, buildings, and garages. When you're in need of body repair, take your vehicle to Luke's Body Shop, South Main Street in Water Valley. Open weekdays 8 till 5.
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
C.W. White Incorporated Petroleum Products in Water Valley supports Blue Devil football and academics, selling quality petroleum products at reasonable prices for over 60 years. C.W. White offers local express ethanol and non-ethanol gasolines. Open 24/7 on Wise Street in Water Valley. Also additional locations of local express and Sunoco fuels in Charleston, Batesville, Sardis, and Senatobia. Wishing the best for the Blue Devils this season.
All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen, after halftime. Devils will get the ball first. Senatobia will kick. And now we're hoping for a good first possession here in the second half.
Well, and what you want to see is just a good effort here by the Blue Devils. Again, the score is kind of out of hand, but let's see them come out and put up a little fight here.
Fair catch called for at the 27. 26.
Yeah, not a bad job there. He kicked it high enough to where you probably the coverage was there, so let's limit any kind of possible mistake, potential mistake there, call a fair catch, and get the offense on the field.
Yeah. So, Blue Devils come out with Marion in the slot on the far side, Hayden Eubanks on the near side, and Jaden Morgan in the backfield with CJ. CJ is going to hand it off to Jaden Morgan around the right side, and 3 Senatobia football defenders were right there on it. No, didn't fool them a bit.
No, and you hear fans, Mike can pick up the microphone hollering face mask. I don't think it was a face mask. I think it was a horse collar. You saw Jaden grabbing the back of his jersey, telling the referee he grabbed me here. He definitely grabbed something and pulled him down. But not much gain. Again, behind the chains on second down has been the theme tonight.
Need something positive. The ball's in the middle of the field. I kind of like it when it's on one side or the other. That way you can work with a little space. Marion, we had 2 guys in motion, got away with that. It's going to be a halfback pass. Colby LaFayette catches it around the 50 and gets down inside the Senatobia 40-yard line to about the 38-yard line. That's nice. Good play right there.
Nice play call. You saw Marion, the way he was kind of running. He took that ball and kind of didn't gain any ground. I thought that looks like a pass play here. Colby kind of shadow blocked that there to make him think he was run blocking, then he took off. Safety didn't get over in time. Good gain for the Blue Devils.
Well, we almost had that call back. Jaden did leave a little early. It looked like we had 2 men in motion. That's scary. He's done that a couple times.
Yeah, our backs get a little antsy at times, and no need in it there because you're not getting the football.
Right, you're just blocking. Yeah. Coach Emery line him up. It's going to be a pass through the middle. And look, there was some.
Again, the DB never turns around.
Never turns back, and he had hands on Marion.
Morgan, number 7.
And no call. I just kind of feel like, when you've got your hands on the receiver,
Yeah,
and the ball hits you in the back. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, if you're turning around, I can give you a little handsy, but when you have your back to the play and your hands are all over them, I don't know.
So Reed play right there. Jaden just takes it out and gets tackled about the 35-yard line.
I tell you what, one thing you like to see there is Jaden, as a freshman, had a safety sitting there waiting on him in the hole, and Jaden said, I'm not going to go outside here. I'm fixing to run over you. And he did lay the lumber there. Unfortunately, the Senatobia player down, didn't realize he was hurt, but Jaden did run physical there. You like to see that.
Wish we'd have did that on first down. Now we got third and about 6, third and along 6, maybe 7. So we got a timeout for the injury. We'll take that and come back after the break. You're watching Blue Devil football.
Valley Tool Incorporated of Water Valley, serving Yalobusha County for 2 decades, are proud supporters of Water Valley High School athletics. Valley Tool makers of fixtures, gauges, jigs, specialized tooling, precision grinding, production machining, and injected mold repair. Valley Tool with locations in the Industrial Park off of Highway 32 West and Railroad Street in Water Valley. Locally owned and operated by Casey Washington since 1997. Main Street Coffeyville Insurance is now First Choice Insurance. We take pride in our customer service. Our goal is to build long-term relationships with our clients through our experienced agents and the ease of doing business. It is our belief that people should be treated equally with the respect and patience they deserve. Great customer service before, throughout, and after the process is our main concern. We strive to give you the best insurance experience. First Choice has insurance to meet your family's needs. Turnage Drug Store, the guardian of your health for over 110 years, is Water Valley's own locally owned pharmacy. Benny, Bobby, and the staff can help you with your prescriptions and over-the-counter meds. Turnages not only has medications you need, but gift items for your family. Stop in and set a spell and have something refreshing from the old-fashioned snack bar. Over 110 years of serving you and your family. Turnage Drug Store on Main Street in the heart of downtown Water Valley.
All right, we're back. Senatobia player gets up and kind of walks off under his own power. That's good.
Yeah, you don't want to see a player get hurt. So good to see number 11 kind of walking off. I think he maybe twisted an ankle like they're looking at the lower leg.
Yeah. So CJ puts Marion in motion. Now we got a flag. Yeah. Wow.
I think we called a timeout there.
Flag on the play.
Well, we've got a new play caller.
Timeout.
Wyatt Canfield is the play caller with the yellow shirt. 9 times out of 10, or he has been every game this year, but he got strep throat.
Oh no! So you had to get a new signaler out there.
Get a new signal guy down there, and that's they put Bradley under the threw him in the yellow bus jersey.
Tell you what, that's an important position.
It is.
One wrong hand signal and the play they're running might not be the right play. So.
Yeah. Make sure everybody knows that catch all the games from this year and year before, whatever. Just go to YouTube and type in Water Valley versus whoever you want to see. This week's certainly Senatobia, so go in and type Water Valley versus Senatobia, and you can watch the games in the comfort of your living room on your smart TV, your smartphone, your smart watch probably. I don't know how good technology is now. Never had the smart watch, Nat.
Nah, I don't either, Steve.
Oh, nice little play fake right there. CJ faked the handoff to Jaden, run around to the near side, and he took it left side.
Well, and I knew, obviously, you're in 4-down territory, down 27 points here, but that's what you want to see is gain. Make it, man. 4th and 1 is much better than 4th and 5 or 6.
What about it?
Wasn't for that first play or whatever, we just didn't do anything. We'd be first down right now. So slot left. CJ stops and looks over at the sideline trying to get a signal. New play, and he hands it off to Jaden Morgan up the middle. He's got the first down, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like he got the first down. Good surge. I tell you, these three down linemen for Senatobia are pretty physical guys. I mean, you've got we talked about number 52 in the middle, who's 6'3", about 280 pounds. But the 2 guys on each side of them are not too bad. They're all tall. They're all in that 6'2", 6'3" range. So any kind of surge you can get in the middle from the Blue Devil offensive line is definitely critical.
Some good drive right now going by the Blue Devils. Hand it off to Jaden Morgan up the middle again. He's got a quick 5. Well, 2.
No, I was just looking there.
He only got 2. I thought he got 5.
We had that play blocked, and again, you see some of our receivers or H-back in this situation just come off the block for some reason, and Jaden had a hole, and he ran right into the guy once he released him, and that's why I was saying
stay on him.
Stay on the block.
I thought he had 5 yards. It looked like
he should have.
So he's going to throw it over, knocked down by number 8.
And that was open. We had numbers there. That's the play you've called for all night. The inside guy covering him was 15 yards off the ball. We had Marion open, but as a tackle there, you've got to knock the legs out. You know it's a quick pass, a little slant. You got to knock the legs out of that defensive end there.
Yeah, you got to get their hands down. So just like that, third and 8. You're doing so well, and then
there's no safety help here. I'd have to go to Marion. I just go one-on-one.
Just a post route.
Yeah, you got one-on-one coverage, no safety help in the middle of the field.
And that looks like they're going to throw it out in the flat to Marion, and he gets it and gets it inside the 20 down to about the 16-yard line. It's going to be a first down.
And you've talked about it. It's been open all night. Yeah. I mean, that same play we did, I think we pushed the defensive end up the field that time, so he's not able to knock that ball down. But it's the same play we just ran. It just you took care of that defensive end, so he's not blocking it.
It's going to be there until they play him a little bit closer. It's going to be there all night. So same formation. Marion's in the slot. They're looking to run it by him. CJ's going to take it himself around the left side. He only got maybe
a couple yards, a couple yards, maybe.
On the keeper for Blue Devil.
He just hasn't been able to get away, with that play. He just hasn't been able to shake the first tackler.
On the stop for the Warriors. Number 9, Brandon Mercer.
And we've seen him in past games kind of break that initial contact and get downfield, but he just hasn't been able to break loose tonight.
Well, and a lot of it comes down to when you can control the middle of the field with that zero technique. They're playing that big number 52. The linebackers don't have to worry about filling those gaps in the middle. They're kind of controlling that line of scrimmage.
So CJ looks running near side. He's looking to throw it. He's going to throw it. Oh, wow. Whoa. I think that just came out of his handbag.
Yeah, I think it just kind of slipped.
He had Marion open in the end zone if he'd have thrown it to the corner side of Marion.
And it looked like a pass. I think at the last second he saw somebody kind of flash, and so it's one of those he wanted to throw it, but he didn't want to get it picked, and so he kind of just threw it upfield but didn't really give anybody a chance to go after the football. So big third down here.
I don't know what he saw because Marion looked like he had outside position on the receiver. He could have thrown it toward the pylon, and it'd have been a safe throw. So third down, slot left. Looking to throw it to Mariani. Oh, wow.
He did it
pumped
again.
And he just didn't want to throw it.
Well, so they did a pump and go, and he had Marion, but he looked up and saw the safety come over, and so it kind of scared him, and he didn't want to throw the ball. He's trying to be safe, not throw interception.
This is where we need to sprint right, throw it back to Marion on a post or
coming back the other way. Yeah.
So we can get a first down inside the 10 down to about the 6, 7, just inside the 7-yard line. We can get a first down. So, fourth down and 8?
Yeah, they may just throw one up here to Colby and see if we can get a pass interference if at worst.
Trips right. Chance Dewberry goes in motion. And CJ is going to run out to the right side. Nobody on the backside. He's going to keep it now. Good block right there, and he's got the first down inside the 10 down to almost the 5-yard line. Wow, that was a good play. He put everybody in coverage and just got that one key block.
Well, he's the one player that's usually unaccounted for when you do roll out like that. You got so many people dropping back in coverage, you can't account for the quarterback, and it's good to see that he saw some green grass, tucked the ball up, got the first down. Now it looks like they're going to bring Jaden Morgan in as the Wildcat quarterback.
Drake McCray in the ball game. Marcus Cook at H. They're kind of in an offset I formation. Oh, timeout.
Yeah, Senatobia called timeout the last second. They looked up and we had the numbers on that side. That was an easy walk-in touchdown for Jaden. That was a good call, timeout by Senatobia.
Well, We'll take a break with them and come back right after this. You're watching Blue Devil football.
There's a special quality of life we enjoy here in our area, a way of life you don't find just anywhere. And at Mechanics Bank, we're working together with you to keep a good thing growing. It's that hometown feel, that commitment to make sure you get not just words and empty promises, but genuine, helpful financial service from local people who share your values and have a heart for your community. Standing strong, standing the test of time. Mechanics Bank.
C.W. White Incorporated Petroleum Products in Water Valley supports Blue Devil football and academics, selling quality petroleum products at reasonable prices for over 60 years. C.W. White offers local express ethanol and non-ethanol gasolines. Open 24/7 on Wise Street in Water Valley. Also additional locations of local express and Sunoco fuels in Charleston, Batesville, Sardis, and Senatobia. Wishing the best for the Blue Devils this season.
Same formation. We lined up in the same formation, so no surprise. Jaden's going to get the direct snap. He almost lost the ball and got it inside. Now, what in the world? They're trying to tackle Marcus in the end zone. Thought he had the ball.
Morgan, ball carrier. Tripped up by
Yeah.
So now we got another player for Senatobia down.
And this looks to be their number 52, the big zero technique nose guard. Yeah, that is
that's
him. I
He's
hate to see
holding
that. He's
leg or
a
his back.
he's a heck of a football player, I'll tell you that.
I'll tell you what, they don't want to see him get out.
No, not right here before playoffs start.
Right.
Solutions and success since 1909.
So the Devils now to put on a pretty daggum decent drive here and burn up. Look, almost 5 minutes off the clock.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Whether, you obviously want to score here, but, man, I tell you, just to have a sustained drive down the field.
Slow the game down.
Keep this thing somewhat close, and if you can punch this thing in, you've cut that lead down to 20 points, 3 scores. Never know what can happen.
Well, they are still looking at him, and he's sitting up now, but hopefully it's nothing serious. They're going to help him up to his feet, and he's going to walk off. No help. Yeah, he may have just taken one to the helmet or something. You never know. So Water Valley now has a big 2nd and goal, Nat, inside the 5. You're at the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. So what do you call? Same formation?
I wouldn't mind seeing them line up that formation, but then run to the weak side here. You may see you see Colby in there as another blocking tight end, so they're lining up the same formation, but it'd be interesting to see if they run this to the weak side over there behind maybe Colby.
Yeah, so you've got Jenkins over here at right tackle. And the whole right side is big. You got Marcus and Dre lead blocking for Jaden, and that's what they're going to do is just run right over tackle. And that's
he's close,
down real
very close.
Down at the 1.
He looks like the foot is inside the 1, so he is really.
So you just keep pounding that gap.
I mean, you're getting a surge right there. I mean, you had 1st and goal from about the 6. You've picked up down to the 1 in 2 plays, so I don't know why you would do anything different here.
You could pull a guard and swing Dre to the left and run weak side. So they're going to snap it and run the exact same play. Just push right in the end zone, right over Dre and Marcus Cook. Jaden Morgan with the 1-yard touchdown run. So with 6:36 left in the 3rd quarter, Water Valley puts 13 up. John Surratt will come on to kick the extra point. We got a new snapper, new holder this week, and that's always hard. And John's not 100%. He's got a couple little dings, but so I'm always antsy whenever you got a lot of change going on any team.
Yeah, the snap and the hold has been anything but perfect this year. It's been an adventure on every play. We'll see what we can do here. That's a good one. That looked good.
Yeah, everything was good that time. And the Devils, John comes limping kind of off. 14-34 Senatobia, but Water Valley's made good on their first drive. So we'll see what happens when we come back. We'll be ready for kickoff. You're watching Blue Devil football.
Dr. Steve Edwards and the Tri-Lake Eye Clinic team strive to provide the best in optometry services. They're a full-service eye and vision care provider accepting eye emergencies as well as scheduled appointments. Patients go there because they know they will receive the personal attention and professional care that is their foundation. They'll explain every exam and procedure and answer all of their patients' questions. The Tri-Lake Eye Clinic in Water Valley.
The Grenada law firm of Horan and Horan specializes in criminal and civil law. Attorneys Kevin Horan, Jimmy Powell, and Brad Dagnott are ready and prepared to fight for your rights. They will explain today's complex legal procedures and provide individual attention. When you need experience and dedication, let them go to work for you. Contact them at 226-2185 or stop by 1500 Gateway in Grenada. A family practice since 1926.
All right, we're back. John Surratt gets a foot into it, near side 30-yard line. No fair catch call. And we just ran right by the guy. Q. All right, we're going to talk about that Monday. Oh, that was Chris.
Yeah, that was Chris. Number 9 came
just
flying
ran
by.
right by him. He could have stuffed that guy right there at the 20, like the 32. And he gets it back up to about the 37. Flag down, though, at the 40-yard line in the middle of the field.
That's got to be holding. I don't know of anything that the
hands to the face is the only thing you could call on us.
Blocking the back.
There you go. So that'll push Senatobia back a little bit more. Now here's where you need the Blue Devil defense to make a big play. Now, hey, look, let me tell you this. A quick score right here by the Blue Devil, maybe a turnover, a pick six, or a fumble recovery for a touchdown.
No, it changes the game dramatically if you do
you're
that.
Down 13 points, with plenty of time left.
Stranger things have happened. We just need to, we haven't been able to stop them much tonight. We did a couple times there in the second quarter, so maybe we figured something out, and maybe we can come out here and continue to play good, sound defense.
And we have been a way much better second half team this whole year. Usually we put points up early in the game. This year we've been way better in the second half. This time it's a run, and he tripped over his left guard or left tackle.
Well, he did. He tripped over his own guy, but the reason why is because 56 was about 2 yards in the backfield.
Yeah.
We had stuffed where he wanted to go, so he tried to kick it outside, and the guard kind of stepped back into his way, or tackle there, stepped back into the way.
So loss of 1, be second and 11. Oh. It would be nice to get a quick 3 and out. That would be really, really good. Jenkins is in the ball game.
Senatobia's in no hurry either. They're kind of taking their time.
So they're looking to throw it over. No one is guard number 8 right down the middle of the field. There's a little bit of a hold right there, but nice run down by Marion at the 5-yard line. Wow, I mean, nobody covered the slot guy or the running back coming out of the backfield.
And again, we talk about a busted play. One of the linebackers there, or either the safety there, Q Carruthers, one of them, they're talking to each other. I don't know which one it was. It depends on the defensive call there. Somebody's got to pick up that running back coming out of the backfield, or that was actually that tight end that we saw earlier that just went straight down the field.
He slipped down. Well, I just don't know. Is that one of those things where the guys are supposed to, where you pick him up and you're supposed to just know that you have that guy?
Your first read is the tight end on that, and his first read should have been the tight end. We can hear the coaches up top above us yelling it, but and once you realize that the tight end is staying in to block and not going out a route, then your read changes. But his first read and his first responsibility is to watch that tight end. If the tight end releases, that's your guy.
Right.
That tight end released and nobody picked him up, and he went right down the middle of the field. Again, we talked about busted assignments, and we've seen that all year by this defense.
Well, it's not like he stayed for a whole long time. He maybe stayed in for half count, and then took off. He may have bumped a guy like he was going to seal the outside and then just kept going. But this time he's looking to throw it over the end zone and just threw it out of the back.
I think he could have ran that ball in for a touchdown. I mean, we had one guy covering the flat, one guy covering the receiver out wide, and nobody picking up the quarterback. And
he was just going to throw it the whole way.
He wanted to throw that football and get that touchdown pass in the books.
We had a guy. The receiver had a step on Dre, but
he
not
just
much.
overthrew it. Yeah.
Third and goal.
He tried to put some air under it, and that was a throw where he could have really flattened it out because there was nobody in between them.
Right. Yeah, so he had plenty of time to loft that ball up.
Third down and goal from the 7-yard line. They just quick throw out there, almost picked off by Say. The ball was thrown behind him, and Say got his left hand up. And
yeah, Say was in the best position to catch that football. Be interesting to see if they work on their special teams here. Again, you got a lead that would put you up an extra score if they would kick the field goal here. So you would think, I would think that's a smart play here.
It's not much more than an extra point. It's you're probably looking at 25 yards.
Of course, we've gotten close a couple times to blocking, so let's don't rough anything here. I would like to see a block, but let's don't do anything crazy.
Yeah, if you rough the kicker, you're giving them first and goal.
Exactly.
Again. So it'll be a 24-yard attempt. The T is inside the 20 or the 15, so it'll be a 24-yard attempt. Number 18, snap is back, kick is up, and that's barely good.
Yeah, he slid
just
it right inside.
Field goal, good back.
All right, so that brings the score 37-14. 4:19 left in the third. We'll take a break and be back for kickoff right after this. You're watching Blue Devil football.
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen, after the field goal. So Senatobia goes up 37-14, 4:19 to play in the third quarter. Number 18 gets a foot into it, he pops it up. Fair catch call for again at the 25-yard line. I mean, I'd say catch it and just get 2 yards and fall down if you're worried about getting hit.
Yeah, you could at least get a couple out of that.
Get a couple and then lay down or run towards the sideline and get 4 or 5 yards.
The kicker kind of hesitated halfway going to approach that football, and by doing so, he had about 3 guys off sides. I really thought I was looking for a flag because he kind of slowed down.
Now, here's what really ticks me off about it, especially if I was a special teams coach. I'm going to put 2 guys right there.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm saying you're the up return guys. We're going to run that, So this time we tried to get it outside the right side. Didn't go for anything. Maybe a loss of a couple.
Yeah, we just got beat
3
on the outside there.
Loss of 3.
We got just manhandled out there.
Defensive play.
Yeah. So I swear, just on special teams, though, I think we give away so much at the high school level in special teams because no other team's working on it.
No, you're right.
You could score every game. You could almost get 7 points a game out of one of your return teams if you would just focus on it. Design carry by CJ. He's just going to take it up the right side. He gets it to the 30.
Wow.
Quarterback keeper behind
that's got to be a penalty there. 10 gets up and shoves his head once, and then as he stands up, he shoves CJ's head down again.
Yeah, they just...
How you don't see that? I'm going to have to kind of keep my eye on him. That was you don't like to see dirty plays by players, and I'm sure the referee couldn't see it, but he made sure he used his body weight to get up on CJ's head.
So slot left. Marion's in the slot. And now look at this now. They've walked up on him a couple of yards. See that?
Yep.
17's within 10 yards of him now.
So maybe here's that stop and go that you called for earlier.
Or send Marion on out, send Colby on the post, throw it over. And it'll be wide open.
Called by the Blue Devils.
Anyway, we got a timeout. Blue Devils. What you want to do? Okay. So, no, back to special teams. I was a special teams guy. Spent many years sitting in those meetings, listening to plan after plan after plan. And, once I got to Jacksonville, every week that was our job. We sat down and watched the opposing team and wrote a report on their weaknesses, their strengths, and things like that, and try to come up with some things that maybe we could do possibly. And we turned that report into the special teams coach every week. And we would put a plan in place for that week, something new every week. Now, whether we ran it or not, we might not. But we always had something for something that we found in the report. But we just don't do that at the high school level. You know they're not going to kick it deep, especially a cold night.
And the only argument to that is they get these guys for about 2 hours a day, and they're playing offense, defense, and special teams. They just don't get that time to put in like you guys did, obviously.
Yeah. So Water Valley is going to throw it here, or looking to try to throw it, and CJ just there's a coverage sack, really. I mean,
yeah, you look out there, they had 5 men back in coverage. We had 4 guys going out in a route. I expect the Blue Devils just to punt right here. I don't think they would go for it here on their own 25-yard line, or excuse me, 30-yard line, excuse me.
4th and about 6. Going to have to punt this one away.
Last time we went out to punt, we had 1 block, so we got to make sure that we pick up this guy, this gunner on this outside over here.
That's Chris Harris. He's right there, it looks like. Yeah, and Marion picked him up. So that ball is going to be fielded at the 40. And really, he's got the whole corner. I don't know, no lanes over there. Colby makes the play at the Water Valley 40 or 30. Now, is that a flag right here in the middle of the field right there?
Yeah, it's going to be a hold right there. One of our guys tried, I think it was Chris Harris, tried to release. And when he did, the guy kind of held him. I could see it in the middle of the field. So maybe that's where they saw as well.
He let that guy go, and I think that was planned. So let Marion pick him up off the outside corner.
Yeah.
So
legal block called against the Warriors.
Still good field position, though, you know, but not bad. I mean, because that ball was only called on the 40, so call it really a 10-yard gain.
Yep.
So
you'll take that number 2 as a special player for them.
Yeah.
So you don't like to kick it straight to him, and that was one of those punts when it kicked when he caught it. I thought,
knuckled. It had no spin. It had a rotation.
No height on it.
I thought it was like more of a knuckleball. And that's not going to have any hang time. Oh, so Senatobia, 2:02 left in the 3rd. Handoff up the middle, number 3. That's Sip. He finds his way to the near sideline and close to the first down. Did he get it? Yeah, he got it. He got the first down, looks like.
First down yardage, which out of bounds on the far side.
All that was just off guard, and then he slipped out, broke it outside.
Yeah, and you see 52s back in the game, and that's the side they tend to run to, is that left side of the offensive line. I don't know what he injured earlier, but he's back in the game. He's a big tackle.
Jackson.
39, 1st and 10, Senatobia.
So the ball on the 39. They have slot right and single left. Got an H back and a single back. They hand it to Sip off the right side. And I'll tell you what, Parker Tide came in and almost had him right there in the backfield.
Yeah,
and just kind of bounced through.
Parker's dealing with an injury, and you know what I did like earlier, I noticed on that last possession when it looks like they may rest Parker a little bit because we do have a playoff game next week. But Parker was running after number 8 wide open, and I thought that was good to see with the injury he's been dealing with that ankle.
Probably loosens up a little bit in competition. So slot left this time, single back, H back in. Looks like this is going to be they might want to throw it here. No, they hand it off to Sip again, the right side. Almost got it. Isaac Phillips almost had him. He gets loose and breaks down to about the 30. And that is going to be real close to a first down. Call it 3rd and maybe 1.
Down and 1, ball marked at the 30.
So much faster game as far as the clock burning in the second half.
Yeah, both teams, there haven't been many balls put up in the air. We had one halfback pass earlier to Colby, and you had Senatobia hit the tight end one time down the middle of the field. But other than that, both teams content to run the football and let some clock burn.
Everybody leaning on that play. Water Valley's in the backfield, but golly, he just slipped through and got the first down on second effort.
Yeah, he did everything right, everything. We shot the gap. Big number 90, Jamarius Jenkins, got in there, but we just leverage wasn't right. He slipped under us, and they convert the first down. We had it probably for a 2-yard loss there in the backfield.
Good initial contact. You just can't. That's been all year. We haven't wrapped up well. we've gotten in there and we've made the hits. We just have not wrapped up well. So 1st and 10 for Senatobia, the 28-yard line. You're going to hand it off again to Sip around the left side and break 2 tackles.
There's a block in the back right there. They did not call.
Jenkins had him, and I think it was kind of 2 guys hit him at the same time and broke each other off the tackle.
We had him in the backfield. Then he comes out to the outside, and Q's right there, sitting there, and number 8 shoves him in the back and kind of points at Q as he's going down like he made a good block, but referee did not see that, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter.
All right, so your score 37-14. We'll be back in a minute for 4th quarter action. You're watching Blue Devil football.
Complete body repair. They do headliner replacement, vinyl top replacement, air conditioner repair, lockout service, and most any other body repair your vehicle would need. Luke's Body Shop has 24-hour towing, free estimates for any job. Ask about their coast-to-coast carports, buildings, and garages. When you're in need of body repair, take your vehicle to Luke's Body Shop, South Main Street in Water Valley. Open weekdays 8 till 5.
All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. 4th quarter action. Devils are trying to make a big stop here. And number 1 just going to keep it himself, and he made the corner. And he's going to get the first down easy, down inside the 15 to about the 12.
Carry tripped up by number 3 for.
And we blitzed 2 linebackers up the middle there. And in doing so, we kind of, once he got outside, we had nobody out there. Isaac Phillips did a good job of kind of trailing from behind, but really didn't have much help there.
Devils need to stop.
1st and 10 from the 12.
Just like Senatobia is going to line up slot right, single back. Still get that H. Handoff up the middle. 34 missed him, but then he ran right into a couple of Blue Devils. It was Walker Tedford and
Jamarius Jenkins should be on the bottom of that pile getting up.
Zip on the carry.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind hitting one of the offensive guys if Jamarius was going to hit him with me. You know, feel like I was strong. Ooh. Because as big as Jamarius is, Walker's not.
Yeah, you want to be the finisher on that one.
Yeah, I want to come in after Jenkins hits it. So now they're just burning clock, man. 8 seconds on the play clock. Slot right, single back. This ball's going to be read option, and it just got snuffed out, man. Big loss on that play.
Yeah, nice play. You could see that Dre McCray read that play from the snap, and when he did, he took off straight at the running back and kind of took the pitch man away, and then that allowed that pursuit on the inside. You saw number 10, Marcus Cook, come in there and fill that gap, and the quarterback had nowhere to go.
He really couldn't even pitch it at that point.
No, it was pretty much blown up from the start.
13 yards to go for the Warrior first down.
So that brings it 3rd and 13. Senatobia still milking that clock, man. They're not snapping it under 5. I mean, until it gets down to 5. Oh, wow, pick. Marion Morgan made and then he lost the ball. They're going to call, yeah, it's going to be Water Valley ball.
Yeah, he made the pick and kind of fumbled it afterwards.
Intercepted in the end zone by number 7.
Really good play there. He cut right in front of the receiver. We've been picked on all night. We've talked about our defensive backfield struggling, so it's nice to see right there inside the 20-yard line there in the red zone, you make a turnover.
That's the first time they've tried to throw at Marion.
You're right.
And it burned them because I'm going to tell you, Marion's been playing some pretty good DB this year.
Well, and it's the toughest thing in football to do. You wish Marion would have caught that and kind of ran out of the side of the end zone for a touchback. Yeah, now we've got it on the 4-yard line or 5-yard line.
He caught that on about the 1 or 2.
Oh, okay. I thought he caught it in the end zone.
Yeah, I think it was right up about the 1-yard line. We had talked about that in class. Hey, if you're in the end zone, you catch it, just go down. All right, so we'll run up the middle of that play.
Yeah, nice little hole there.
So about a 3 or 4 yard pickup on first down. yards, so second and 7.
Gain about 3 yards by Morgan.
So 9:11 left in the ball game. I'd like to see the Blue Devils score a couple times here. And kept it. CJ kept it and tried the middle again, and maybe picked up a couple. Be third and about 5.
I think he made the right read there. But once you pull that thing, you've got to hit that hole and not dance around back there. You've got to hit it quickly because it closes as quick as it opens.
Right.
And if you don't hit that thing quick, there's really nothing there to pick up.
Marcus Cook comes in at H. And so we got Marion in the slot. Jaden Morgan looks like he's going to come out, and Q Carruthers is going to come in. Now, I'll tell you what, I do like Q.
Well,
if you're trying to get out to the outside.
Too.
Well, Q should be running back a lot of the time. I mean, he's so quick and so fast, but he's so important to have him on the defensive side. You don't want him carrying the ball a whole lot. Going to try to throw it, but now Jaden's just like, nothing's really there, so he tried to run it and didn't get much. Fourth down, Water Valley's going to have to punt deep.
Riley Stone and Kenny Crockett trying to make a tackle on the quarterback.
Yeah, when you're backed up inside, you're on 5-yard line to start the drive. You got to be careful. You don't want to throw it too much, especially with some of the struggles we've had on the offensive line. But you finally get in third down, and you see we dropped back to throw the football and really didn't have time. He basically got into his drop and had to tuck it and run.
So Colby will be punting from the end zone again. Harris is not out there on punt team. Come on, bro.
Yeah, we're going to have to take a penalty or a timeout here.
Yeah, that cost you. So timeout, Water Valley. We'll take it with them. We'll come back right after this. You're watching Blue Devil football.
Turnage Drugstore, the guardian of your health for over 110 years, is Water Valley's own locally owned pharmacy. Benny, Bobby, and the staff can help you with your prescriptions and over-the-counter meds. Turnages not only has medications you need, but gift items for your family. Stop in and set a spell and have something refreshing from the old-fashioned snack bar. Over 110 years of serving you and your family. Turnage Drugstore on Main Street in the heart of downtown Water Valley.
At Yalobusha General Hospital, we're not stuck in the past. We strive for excellence in everything from our highly trained staff to our top-notch patient care, as well as our one-of-a-kind physical therapy department. And with our recently updated facilities, you'll not only get the best in patient care, but the latest technology for the most accurate diagnosis and treatments. We're not afraid of the future. We're making it happen at Yalobusha General Hospital.
A better quality of care awaits you here at Yalobusha General Hospital.
Valley Tool Incorporated of Water Valley, serving Yalobusha County for 2 decades, are proud supporters of Water Valley High School athletics. Valley Tool makers of fixtures, gauges, jigs, specialized tooling, precision grinding, production machining, and injected mold repair. Valley Tool with locations in the Industrial Park off of Highway 32 West and Railroad Street in Water Valley. Locally owned and operated by Casey Washington since 1997.
Fourth down, Colby's in the end zone punting this ball for the second time tonight. Snap is, let's see, it's a good snap. He gets this one off. Good kick. It's over the head of number 2, and he didn't even try to go get it. And Water Valley's going to down the ball about the 49, their own 49-yard line. So Senatobia will have it there.
Kick long dead at the
first and 10.
48
Well, you accomplished 2 things there. You know, not only did Colby directionally kick it away from their dangerous return man number 2, but he also got some good yards. I mean, that's a good punt from where he was. You know, when you're coming out of your own end zone, you tend to get quicker because you don't want to get that thing blocked. But that was one of Colby's better punts.
Yeah, the ball was on about the 8-yard line, so it's about a 41-yard boot.
That's not bad. I thought we might start seeing Senatobia sub in, and it looks like they have. Looks like they've gone. The quarterback's still the same. Running back may be the same, but it looks like some of the linemen may have.
Receivers, too.
Yeah.
And number 3, Sip, just broke through the middle of the line and got a first down up to about the 35-yard line.
Down by number 3, Quay Carruthers for Water Valley. Dropped around the 34-yard line. It'll be first and 10 Warriors from the Water Valley.
And this field's still wet. You know it?
Oh, yeah.
Man, look at their jerseys. They're all soaked.
You really see it on the Blue Devil jersey. That gray lighter jersey picks up that mud.
You can tell the players that have been on the ground a few times. 6:43 to play in the contest. 37-14. Bad guys. Senatobia lines up slot right, hand it off straight up the middle. Try to do a little dancing and try to get it over a tackle. Maybe picked up 1 yard.
Chip on the carry.
So 2nd and 9. Yeah, that's number 8. That's a little ankle ding.
Yeah,
he's one of their good starters.
He was slow getting up. And that's why you see, the game's not in question anymore. Right. So at Senatobia, you've got a lot of high expectations for this year. You got a senior-laden group. You're playing in 3A. You move up to 4A next year. So for Senatobia, you want to get some of your starters out of there and make sure you don't sustain any injuries that would prevent you from reaching some of the goals you have.
So handed off to Sip left side, and he got stacked up right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
And then got loose. Wow. 3 Blue Devil defenders had him, and he broke loose. I swear, I don't
I was
say
going
how
to
that's
tell you,
possible.
don't say he stacked up yet. I could tell nobody had their arms around him. It was 3 guys standing there, and I was like.
They're almost pass blocking the
Yeah, they're just
the guy with
holding
the
him
ball.
up, and nobody's bringing him down.
That hurts. That hurts when you've got 3 of your defenders on the running back carrying the ball and stopped his forward progress for about a second or 2.
Yeah.
And then he just kept his legs turning and popped out of them, took off running. Somebody's got to drop down to his ankles or something like that. We can't just all tackle the shoulders.
No, you got to stay with your fundamentals, no matter the score, no matter where you are in the game, up, down, whatever the case may be. You got to stay with your fundamentals.
Tackle the ball. You don't hear that enough. Tackle the football. Don't tackle the shoulder pads. Tackle the football. 1st and 10, Sip gets it right up the middle. And he got a couple.
Yeah, he's down inside the 5 to about the 3, maybe close to the 2.
Chip picked up about 1 yard for the automatic defense. Bring him down near the 3-yard line.
And they are watching that clock, letting it tick, 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 tick. No rush.
No, they just want this game to end, too, without any injuries. They're going to keep running it. I don't think you'll see any balls in the air. Quarterback may pull one, but you're going to probably see Sip again right up the middle here.
And that's what it is. He got it inside the 5, down 2. Oh, he fumbled the ball right there at the end. I don't know if he was down yet, or the official probably didn't see it, but the ball popped out.
Yeah, he reached. He thought he was close to the goal line. He went to reach, and the ball comes out as he reaches. I don't know who fell on it, but they, I guess, called him down maybe.
3rd and goal.
3rd and goal from the 1.
Goal line.
And 25 seconds will come off the clock roughly before they snap this thing.
Yeah,
so we'll be almost at 3:10.
Yeah, about 3. Yeah, kind of like we saw earlier with the Blue Devils, kind of lining up. You've seen Senatobia run the same play pretty much over and over here. They got the tight end, the H-back on this side. They're just running behind this right side. And there it is again. And we saw
that time it was stacked up. Nice play by the Blue Devil defense. They'll go for it here. I just don't see them kicking a field goal.
Yeah, unless they just want to work on it with the field goal kicker, you can definitely go for it here. You've had a lot of success. What you have to wonder is if at some point, and obviously it has to be now with 4th down and 3, the quarterback just pulls that, and then we're selling out to stop the run. And if he pulls that, it could be a walk-in touchdown on the opposite side. And they may call a timeout as it gets closer and decide what they want to do.
Still have 15 seconds on the play clock.
Yeah, looks like they may call a timeout. I don't know because they're inside 10 seconds. They're going. No, they're going.
All right, this time handed off. Try to sprint and get outside, and he cut it inside. The 2 Water Valley defenders came up, and he just cut inside of them, went in the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, I mean,
3-yard touchdown for Sip.
You can't play it much better. We had 2 guys right there. That's just a
Well, it's what we kind of done all year now. Is we have guys in position, but we don't use each other. You know what I mean? Like two guys are together. One should be trailing a little bit. Let that guy fill in a spot and close down a lane, and you close down the other lane. You know what I mean? We got to work together a little bit better in pursuit. The snap is back, kick is up, and good. Looks like, So that brings the score to 44-14. With 2:11 left in the fourth quarter. We'll take the break and be back for kickoff after this. You're watching Blue Devil football.
The Grenada law firm of Horan & Horan specializes in criminal and civil law. Attorneys Kevin Horan, Jimmy Powell, and Brad Dagnott are ready and prepared to fight for your rights. They will explain today's complex legal procedures and provide individual attention. When you need experience and dedication, let them go to work for you. Contact them at 226-2185 or stop by 1500 Gateway in Grenada. A family practice since 1926.
Your dream home is waiting. Buying or selling a home is a major life choice. Whatever your real estate needs, Sherry Fisher and Tony Hill can help you reach your goals with confidence. RE/MAX Legacy Realty expertise of the Water Valley market will give you the best possible experience from start to finish. Using the website, you will have all the information you need about the current real estate market. RE/MAX, the #1 name in real estate. See or call Sherry Fisher or Tony Hill in Water Valley.
Joe Black and Associates Public Accountants, located at 306 Railroad Street in Water Valley, are proud supporters of Water Valley Blue Devil athletics and academics. Black and Associates wish the best for the Devils not only on the field, but in the classroom, offering individual, business, and estate tax planning and tax preparation, electronic filing, payroll, and general accounting services.
Joe Black and Associates with locations in Water Valley and South Haven.
Oh no, are you okay, Mike?
Yeah, got a pretty big fender bender here.
Don't worry, State Farm's got you covered.
That's great to hear. Robin, what's going on?
We're gonna get you a tow truck, Mike.
Thank you. Real fender bender going on. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Everybody remain calm. No reason to panic.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right.
In Water Valley, see your good neighbor agent, Andy Epps, for your insurance and financial needs.
State Farm.
Senatobia is ready to kick this thing off. As soon as they get their 11th guy on the field, that's number 8, kind of limping on out. He must not be hurt too bad because them coaches are like, get your butt out there and go down the field and make a play. The kicker boots it up in the air, and we're running backwards, letting it hit the ground. Come up and catch it, baby. Q Carruthers has it. He slips out of one tackle and then kind of rounded up right there at the 31-yard line. Is a lot better than the 25 or 24.
That's right. Positive. He got upfield, didn't dance around much.
Wait for the non-return.
So 1:58 to play in the game. Jaden Morgan comes out. He put number 26 in. Is Braden Buford?
Yep, I think that's right.
It's Buford. Rucker, it's the first time I've seen Rucker into the ball game at receiver over here on the near side.
He's played a little bit, not as much as previous games, but he has been in on a few plays I've noticed.
That play didn't go for much at all. Maybe a ball length.
Yeah, I think like Senatobia, Water Valley is just content to kind of let the clock run. Got a few subs in there.
Along with Connor Clinton, and stop for the Warriors.
And they are trying to sub in and out and get some fresh jerseys in. Number 21 comes out finally. So yeah, Senatobia defense looking pretty clean on as far as jerseys go. So handoff to Buford around the right side, pulled a couple of guards. Buford just gets swallowed up at 35. So pickup of about 3. Four yards on that play. 48 seconds left to go in the game. Water Valley probably get maybe one more snap.
Yeah, this should be it right here.
They'll wait and make them snap it around. Yeah, because you don't want to punt this late in the game.
Yeah, Coach Embry would like to see these guys continue to execute. But if we don't get it, I'm sure this will probably be the last play of the ball game either way. Blue Devils will go on the road next week get ready for the playoffs.
Yeah, Colby Lafayette really not even guarded right now. They're just going to hand it off to Buford around the near side, and he finds a little hole, gets the first down, and are close to it.
26, Braden Buford once again on the carry.
And surprisingly, number 2, their playmaker, is still out there.
That's the 2-1. That's the ball game. So at the end of 4 quarters, 44-14, Senatobia takes the victory. We'll take a break. When we get back, we'll do the Dunn's Country Store scoring summary. You're watching Blue Devil football.
Midtown Auto Parts, your CarQuest dealer in Water Valley, has the parts you need for light and heavy-duty vehicles. Custom-made hydraulic hoses for the farm and heavy-duty equipment. 3- and 4-wheeler parts and small engine parts, too. Midtown turns brakes and rotors. Check out their full line of K&N air filters. Midtown Auto Parts in the middle of downtown Water Valley is now open 6:30 a.m. till 6 p.m., 6 days a week. It's Midtown Auto Parts, the real parts store. Main Street Coffeyville Insurance is now First Choice Insurance. We take pride in our customer service. Our goal is to build long-term relationships with our clients through our experienced agents and the ease of doing business. It is our belief that people should be treated equally with the respect and patience they deserve. Great customer service before, throughout, and after the process is our main concern. We strive to give you the best insurance experience. First Choice has insurance to meet your family's needs.
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
The Blue Devil Scoring Summary is sponsored by Dunn's Country Store on Highway 32 West in the Silverina community. Features hickory smoked barbecue, hand-patted never frozen hamburgers, farm-raised catfish, and their cooked-to-order ribeyes served each Friday and Saturday nights.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Senatobia has taken this one and put the whooping on the Blue Devils this week. It's time now for the Dunn's Country Store scoring summary. Nat, tell us how it all went down and had happened.
All right, so start off the ball game very quickly. Senatobia jumped out. First play of the ball game, a 70-yard touchdown pass from the quarterback, number 1, Tyrese Hewlett, to number 2, Ray Thomas. You'll hear about that connection again a little bit later. The PAT was good. The score was 7-0 with 11 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Blue Devils don't do anything on offense, and Senatobia gets the ball back, goes 61 yards, a touchdown pass from Hewlett again to number 17, Luke Sinkfield. PAT good. Your score 14-0 Warriors at that point. Then the Blue Devils get on the board with 6 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the first half. 68-yard touchdown pass from C.J. Telford to Marion Morgan. PAT by John Surratt is good. Your score, Senatobia 14, Water Valley 7. Then with 3 minutes and 43 seconds remaining in the first quarter, a 1-yard touchdown run by Nicholas Sip, and this PAT was no good, so your score was Senatobia 20, Water Valley 7. 43 seconds remaining in the first quarter, a 45-yard touchdown pass from number 1, Tyrese Hewlett, to number 2, Ray Thomas, that connection that started off the game. PAT was good, and your score at the end of the first quarter was Senatobia 27, Water Valley 7. Moving to quarter number 2, there was only one score, and that was by Senatobia with 5 minutes and 29 seconds remaining before half. A 12-yard touchdown run by number 3, Lazarick Jackson. The PAT was good, and your score at halftime was Senatobia Warriors 34, Water Valley Blue Devils 7. Moving on to the third quarter, touchdown run by number 1, Jaden Morgan. A 1-yard touchdown run by number 8, Jaden Morgan, with 6 minutes and 36 remaining in the third quarter. PAT was good by John Surratt, and your score was Senatobia 34, Water Valley 14. Then with 4 minutes and 19 seconds remaining in the third quarter, a 24-yard field goal by Senatobia made the score 37-14 Warriors. And then with 2 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in the ball game, a 3-yard touchdown run by Sip. PAT was good, and the final score, 44 Senatobia, Water Valley 14.
Well, I just like to forget these kind of games and move on to next week, but if we play like this again, that's all we got is next week.
Yeah, it won't be any more forgetting next and moving on to next week. You'll be moving on to next season. So
right. So next week we're going to play a team I think that's probably better than what we played tonight. They're going to be a little bit more physical, probably a little bit better running the ball. Maybe I don't know about their passing game, but they're going to run the ball.
Yeah,
will.
Well, we saw him last year in the playoffs. We know a lot about him. You know, Coach Roberts, he's a fiery kind of guy. He's going to want to play ball control, run the football, play good defense, good strong defense, and so we'll have our hands full next week. You're going on the road, Choctaw County. Let's face it, their facilities where you have to kind of dress and get prepared for the ball game are not up to some of the places we go, especially not a school like Senatobia, not even like what we have at Water Valley. So all those things, you throw it all in, it just puts you in a mindset that you have to overcome. If you're going to be a good football team and win on the road, you have to overcome all those things. So we'll see if the Blue Devils can kind of regroup, kind of forget the last 2 weeks, as you said, and kind of move forward.
Yeah, I think what's important right now for this team, and yeah, sure, I want to win this playoff game, but I think the most important thing is for them to go out and no pressure. You have nothing to lose. Just go out there and play a heck of a ball game and see what we can do. We got to clean up. We got to find some kids that settle into a position and take over. You know what I mean? I think our problem is we've moved around so many guys, and whether it's because of injury or whatnot, it's hard for a kid to come out and play linebacker one week, free safety the next, and then then switch to middle. It's just you're always moving around because of injuries and whatnot. So I'd like to see some kids settle into a position and light it up one week. Let's just have a penalty-free game next week and show out one time.
Yeah, I think if you look at this team as a whole, we're somewhat ahead of schedule. I mean, I would argue if you look at both Independence and Byhalia and the athletes they have, I would argue that both those teams might be slightly better than us, but those are two games that we did win and put us in a position to almost, to be hosting a first-round playoff game. Now, obviously, Senatobia and North Panola are in a different category this year. Those two teams look different. When you look out on the football field, the athletes they have, they look different than what we have right now.
Right.
But I would argue that to finish third for this team is really a big accomplishment. Now, you're playing with house money, as you said, so let it all hang out next week. Go to Choctaw County with nothing to lose and see if you can steal a victory.
That's right. Well, I think a lot of people forget the fact that, like you said, we probably don't win these games if we don't have the coaching staff that we have. I think if you don't have a Brad Embry and the staff that he has, you're going to lose an Independence, and you're probably going to lose a Byhalia every now and then, and you're not going to be in third place. So I think the reason that we are where we are is because of coaching, because we really don't have the talent, like you said, that some of these teams that we saw in the last couple of weeks. I mean, it's just been incredible to see, 6, 7, 8 guys that can all play.
Yeah, when you line up across the field from a team that's as talented or slightly more talented than you, I feel pretty confident in what our coaches can do.
Mm-hmm.
All it takes is going up there on a Sunday afternoon and watching film with them and listening to how they scheme. So I feel pretty confident in what they can do. But there's sometimes when no matter what your schemes are, it's just the guys that line up across from you are just a little bit bigger, a little bit faster, a little bit stronger, and we've seen that the last 2 weeks. No doubt the last two teams we played are the cream of this division. I'd be surprised if one of those two teams, I don't know, Choctaw is going to be good, Noxubee is going to be really good, but I'd be surprised if one of these two teams aren't giving those two teams a run for their money for the North half.
That's right. Well, we'll take a break right now. When we get back, we'll talk about next week and then close things down. We'll take a break now. You're watching Blue Devil Football.
There's a special quality of life we enjoy here in our area, a way of life you don't find just anywhere. And at Mechanics Bank, we're working together with you to keep a good thing growing. It's that hometown feel, that commitment to make sure you get not just words and empty promises, but genuine, helpful financial service from local people who share your values and have a heart for your community. Standing strong, standing the test of time. Mechanics Bank.
Valley Tool Incorporated of Water Valley, serving Yalobusha County for 2 decades, are proud supporters of Water Valley High School athletics. Valley Tool makers of fixtures, gauges, Jigs, specialized tooling, precision grinding, production machining, and injected mold repair. Valley Tool with locations in the Industrial Park off of Highway 32 West and Railroad Street in Water Valley. Locally owned and operated by Casey Washington since 1997.
When did insurance companies start emailing handshakes? Why is a billboard the only place you see your agent's face? Who decided you can't have good rates and good coverage? If you're questioning your insurance options, get real answers from a real person with a Farm Bureau Insurance Get Real review. It's simple, quick, and tailored just for you. Get real auto, home, and life insurance. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
See agents Chuck Upchurch, Don Gray, and Bradley Brown. Midtown Auto Parts, your CarQuest dealer in Water Valley, has the parts you need for light and heavy-duty vehicles. Custom-made hydraulic hoses for the farm and heavy-duty equipment. 3- and 4-wheeler parts and small engine parts, too. Midtown turns brakes and rotors. Check out their full line of K&N air filters. Midtown Auto Parts in the middle of downtown Water Valley is now open 6:30 a.m. till 6 p.m., 6 days a week. It's Midtown Auto Parts, the real parts store.
All right, next week, we're back. Next week, Blue Devils will travel to Choctaw County and play Jeff Roberts and his ball club. And like we were saying, Nat, they're a tough team. They graduated a couple of those guys, but, you know, I think that running back transferred out from last year.
Kemper County, went to Kemper.
And his dad played at Mississippi State.
Yep, the Miller kid, DeCenzo Miller's son.
He was a hard runner. And now he transferred out, but they still have tons of talent left.
Yeah, they still have the quarterback back. It's going to be, again, a tall task. I think they're going to be equally as talented as the two teams that we faced tonight. But, you know, again, we talked about it earlier. You're playing with house money. You're in the playoffs. You fought for the 3rd seed. And so now you go down to Choctaw County with nothing to lose. And, again, I think our coaches will scheme to the best of their ability. And hopefully go down there and have a good football game and just see what the scoreboard says at the end of the game.
Yeah, I think that's important. I think the kids have to realize that they are outmatched this year whenever you start getting to this part of the season. We just don't have that many big-time, what do you call, 3 or 4 or 5-star athletes or whatever. And there's just not enough of them. So we need to use this as a learning experience. And if we can get a win, great. You know what I mean? And we certainly can. We're capable if we play a perfect ball game. But it's going to take that, and we're gonna need them to come down to us a little bit to get the W. And but I think it's possible. But I think that the goal, like you said, it's house money. Go out there and just be relaxed, fly around, make a play, and play loose.
Yep. Yeah, and that's what the coaches want to see. That you just got to. It's basically a new season. When you get to the playoffs, anything that happened up to this point, it's over with. It's right. A new season. You're 0-0, just like everybody else. And so let's see what we can do down there with Choctaw County.
Well, the Devils this season have finished up 4-4, 4-4 overall. So I don't even want to say it, but you know, if things go bad next week, it's the first losing season in a long time. But we've only had 2 non-winning seasons in how many years? 12, 13 years. That's right. So,
yeah, and you lost a couple games on the front end that you probably think are winnable games due to COVID. Right. So you lost, 3 games on the front end of the schedule, 2 that were canceled. Then
probably going to win.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So, but that being said, one of those years we had a losing season. 2 or 3 years later, we're coming back really, really strong. So maybe that's going to happen again. But so next week we will not be filming. We won't be on the air. So this will be our sign-off game, and everybody. But we do want to ask that everybody travel down to Choctaw and support the Blue Devils, and make sure you give them some support because they deserve it. I mean, they have fought hard this year, and they deserve a good crowd. So want everybody to travel down there and make a showing for the Blue Devils next Friday night. But until then, for Nat Dean, Bob Murphy, I'm Steve Lindsay. Have a good week.
Today's game has been brought to you by Turnage Drug Store, Farm Bureau Insurance, Tri-Lake Eye Clinic, Midtown Auto Parts, Mechanics Bank, Water Valley and Oxford. Valley Tool Incorporated. State Farm Insurance. C.W. White Incorporated. Black & Associates PA. Luke's Body Shop. Renaissance Bank of Water Valley. Horan & Horan PLLC. Remax Legacy Realty, Sherry Fisher. Yellowbush General Hospital and Nursing Home. First Choice Insurance with 3 locations. Crow Martin PLLC. And Dunn's Country Store. Water Valley Blue Devil Football has been a production of Murphy Productions.